I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. It's your boy Kings and Dreams back with another one, man. I appreciate all of y'all being here, rocking out with your boy on this Tuesday. So first things first, man. First of all, I hope everyone is well. Hope everyone had a great weekend, man, and enjoying the summer, traveling wherever you're traveling to, whether you're in the States, outside of the States, wherever, man, you enjoying yourself. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Gail at Night is she's very big in these spaces, right? She's a moderator for, or is a moderator for, a lot of huge people. Most names that you guys will be familiar with is the late great Kevin Samuels, right? And a lot of people in this travel community, you can't say the name Gail at Night without mentioning Felicia Jordan. So yesterday was Felicia Jordan's birthday, and she actually passed away December of 2022. So she was my very first moderator. And Gail at Night did a very, very beautiful thing where she had put kind of a montage of a birthday celebration that Felicia had in 2022 that was on my channel. And she brought up a lot of people. Some people I'm probably going to mention later on in the stream tonight, where we're all interconnected, right? And I just think that it's important just to give Felicia Jordan her flowers. Maybe some of you guys who have found me later on after my page kind of picked up, but Felicia started being my moderator when I had like maybe 200 or 300 subscribers. So, and she's a really good friend of mine as well. So thank you, Gail, for doing that. And then also, rest in peace to my good friend, Felicia Jordan. So I definitely want to give a moment of silence to her. All right. So moving on. Now, you guys see the topic, you see the thumbnail, and I know that a lot of you guys have either traveled, have either heard about, or maybe even expats in Thailand, right? And so the guest that I'm going to bring on is a good friend of mine. Whether you guys disagree, agree with him, I will say this, though. He stands on what he's saying because he actually has lived in a lot of different places and he's traveled for many years and he's been expats in different countries. So he definitely takes his time to get the lay of the land. And, so, and listen, no shame to anybody that does Weekend Warrior. It's all good. But what I'm saying is that he takes the time to actually study and figure things out. So we're going to have a very, very interesting conversation. As I mentioned, when it comes to, Felicia Jordan, where some of these guys are interconnected, some of these names will probably come up in this conversation. So without further ado, I got to bring my guest up here, man. My man, Tobias the Traveler. What's going on, brother?
Oh, life is good, brother. It's been a long time since I've been live on a show, man. How are you?
Man, I'm doing well. Man.
It's good to see you.
Yes, absolutely, brother, absolutely. So when I dropped this, and people saw the thumbnail, they said, "Oh, I got to tune into this." I got to tune into this because, right? You hear about Thailand, and you hear about, like, at least for the Melanated brothers, it's pretty much like Disneyland, the land of escapism, the land of, fulfill your dreams, however you want to look at that. right? And so you saying, no, 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 brothers. It ain't really a dream like that.
You know what? Okay. Like, so,
So
like,
yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead and finish up, and then I'll jump in real quick.
Yeah. So before we get to that, and so just kind of let's reacclimate the people with you, because I know you haven't been on my channel in a while, and I know you've been kind of just like and you have your own YouTube channel, but I know you've kind of just been enjoying life and not really putting out too much content. But tell the people a little bit about you and some places that you have expated at and where you lived and traveled to.
Got it. So yeah, I do have my YouTube channel, Tobias the Traveler. Where have I lived? So I've lived in Germany for a few years. I've lived in Sweden for a year, working there. I've lived in Australia, working there. Lived in Thailand a long time ago for 3 years. Just moved back from Thailand was there for like 7 months. Just because I needed to get away. I wanted to see if Thailand was going to be great for me again, as it was quite a while ago. I've been to 46 countries and I have dated a lot, right? I do have intimate knowledge in the area. Also, like being versed in Thai culture. My ex-wife, right? She is half Thai, half Lao. Lao and Thai are pretty much the same thing. If you put them in their traditional clothing and you looked at each one, you wouldn't know who was who. The languages, holiday, the foods, all of that is very, very similar. And I was married into the culture, right, for 10 and a half years. Actually, we were together for 12, but I was there for 10 and a half. So I know like what's going on, even like speaking to like even being there with some of my ex-wife's family, like hearing how some of the women, at least on her mother's side of the family, they real poor, how they don't have the same opportunities, either whether it's women in the West or it's women in Thailand who are of high society, those who got some money. It's a different thing. So again, I have a different perspective, right, than a lot of people who maybe they were there for a bit, but they never really lived there, or they weren't deeply embedded into the culture like that. So like I said, even got my son, right? So man, it's yeah, I pretty knowledgeable in the area. So
Right. So I caught most of what you were saying. So like your camera is glitching a little bit. So I think you may have some technical issues. But so just to kind of recap, guys. So what Tobias said is that he's traveled to I think he said 49 countries. So if there's about 200 countries in the United States, he's traveled to one fourth. So one fourth
quarter
of
of
the
them.
world he's traveled to and has been an expat. And then he said, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tobias, you said that you lived in Thailand for 3 years, and then you went back and lived there for about a good 6-7 months. Is that accurate?
Yes, I was there 04 to 07, right? Then
Okay.
came back. Yeah, came back. Was in the States for a couple of years, and then ended up moving to Germany for a while.
Okay.
Moved to Sweden after I left Germany. Came back to the States. Was here for a little bit. Was traveling between here and Europe for work for a while, going to Serbia, going to Croatia, going to Poland, and other places. Then ended up moving to Australia for a while, came back from Australia, was stateside for a good while, so my son was in middle school, high school, but was still traveling until, COVID set everybody down.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. So definitely, it's fair to say, guys, like regardless whether you agree or disagree, like this guy is definitely well traveled, right? So, and also another thing that I did hear you say is that some guys don't fully get immersed in the culture, so they kind of just know like surface level things, but not necessarily like the true history. Is that an accurate assessment?
You know what? I wouldn't even just say like the true history. I would say they don't understand a lot of times. They don't know how things go in the country. Just like say if someone goes to Vegas and you there for Vegas, you hit Vegas for the weekend. It's like, man, I had a damn good time. I had a great time. Well, that was just the weekend. You don't know how the actual what the lifestyle is like until you
Mhm.
spend some time in Vegas to really, to make that decision to be like, hey, Vegas is dope. Vegas is this. Vegas is that. And
Right.
again, anybody can have a honeymoon phase, right? In a place in
Sure.
the world, pretty much. So
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that people don't do, right? Just just they may be on the weekend warrior thing, or maybe a week and a half. That's cool, right? But they're when you live someplace, you see it, right? You experience it. Things start to change. You see how what the walk is like, the daily routine.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. And a lot of guys, and I'm gonna get to some of you guys' comments soon. But a lot of you guys know me for like the Colombia guy, right? And a lot of guys will go to, especially Cartagena, because you got the beach in Cartagena, right? You got all the beaches and Wall City and stuff like that. But like, there's that part of Cartagena that you don't know where once you leave and you either go to another country or you go back to the States, like these people have to stay and they actually have to live their everyday life. So I think that's the point of what you're getting at, because as you mentioned, right, like you go to Vegas, for a weekend, you turn up, maybe you hit the slot machine and you win a couple of $100, you feeling good. Hey, listen, not mad at you. You went there safe, you go back safe. But there's people who live in Vegas. Maybe they've stayed in Vegas and like they probably overstayed their welcome. They're tired of seeing all of the gambling machines. They probably gambled all their money away. Their woman left them. You know what I mean? Like it's a struggle. So I completely understand that standpoint. So now let me
Yeah, no,
add. Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry.
Oh
Nope.
no,
You're
go
go
for
ahead.
it.
You got it, brother.
All right, no, I'm just gonna say that, like I said,
Mm,
there are, I've seen some YouTubers out there who are selling, that dream to, a lot of brothers, right, melanated folks, about if you come to Thailand, it's gonna be a party for you. Well, you got to pay for the party, right? I'm trying to tell you, this is any party you go to, you got to pay
mm,
for the party.
mm.
And for cats out there, if that's what you do, cool. Ain't nobody throwing no shade, right? But I like to differentiate between the cats who are, maybe looking for something real, and the cats who are just out there just having fun, right? And because
Mhm.
they don't have a lot of time on hands, hey, they came to visit. The other cats are here to stay.
Mhm.
Those are just, those are very different goals, right? Those are very, very different goals. And if you're looking for something a bit more substantial, something real, you will quickly find out that they just the dream that is sold to you was a false, was fake.
Right, right.
Is fake.
Yeah, so when you went to Thailand, like how long did it take you to kind of figure out like, okay, like brothers aren't really high on the totem pole, so to speak? Because most countries that you go to, or at least that I've heard about, and I can say countries that I've even been to myself, like typically brothers are highly sought after, right? And you're saying, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what you're saying is like you'll get chosen, but you're not like the first selection. You're in the playground like during recess and you picking somebody or whatever, and like you're picking teams, and so it's like at the end of the day, all right, well I might as well take him because the other dude like probably got like
Headgear.
yeah, right, got headgear.
Okay. Well,
You got to retain.
I
You
never
got to
got
retain that. Yeah, yeah.
I never got picked because I was doing the picking, right? So I was captain. I didn't have to worry about that.
I got
But
you.
now Thailand, as a black man, you okay, you will not see a well, first, we've got to like define, to really make it clear to people. You have different types of women, right? You have like the high souls, high society, right? That woman is Thai, Chinese, very fair skinned, come from a bunch of money, right? She is not dealing with you as a black man or even any white men like that, because she has access to the top tier Thai Chinese guys who got money. Why would she deal with you if she has access to those men? So that's what I'm saying. First, you're not going to get those chicks. Then, you got the mid-tier chicks, and their families may have some money. They own a business. They're particularly Thai Chinese also. They may not be, again, super rich, but they may deal with, the white men, right? And they're not going to deal with you, though. That's not what they do. I'm gonna just continue breaking it down. Then there's like, those who are, or poor, right? They broke, and it's not like they have many opportunities available to them to, like in the States where you can go from zero to hero and pull yourself up and become successful and change the direction for you and your family. They don't have that, but those women, they will deal with you a lot of time. They break out into like two different sets. Sometimes the ones who will deal with you, those women a lot of times are, those will be the pay for play chicks. Cool, that's what they do. But the ones who will deal with you that aren't pay for play, most of those women have children already. And when a woman has a child, men do not mess with them. They do not do stepdad. You will not see a Thai stepdad. That's not what they do. So those women will deal with black men, but that number of women is small, right? So it's not like you just show up and they own you. Not once, right? Not once, especially in Bangkok. Bangkok got 14 million people. Not once did I see a brother with a bad Thai woman that, didn't put some money in the pocket he didn't pay for, which again, that's cool. But I'm talking about he didn't have her a wife, right? He didn't have her as this girlfriend, which he's building to something like that. You don't see it. And they have in Thailand, we think colorism is big, heavy in the States. Oh no. It's way harder there. This is why when you go, you'll see them selling like that skin lightening cream because they don't want to get darker. Typically, just like, many places, the darker you are, the poorer you are. And darker Thais, when they come from the countryside or if they're from the South, near like Malaysia on that border, they are really, you'll see, like, when you go, you'll see them at the beach wearing like full, like long sleeves, right? A hat, sunglasses, makeup, not makeup, hat, sunglasses, long sleeves, because they want to keep the sun off of them. They don't like dark, right? They don't like, if you look at their commercials, you look at the billboards, all you see is really fair skinned people, like real Chinese looking folks. You think I'm playing? Pull up a couple commercials on YouTube, or when you're there, just take a look for yourself. You'll see it. They don't really do well with darker skin. That's just not what they choose. It's cultural. It's not racist, right? It's not like they don't like you, but they're not choosing you like that, right? Unless if it's pay for play, they gonna get their money. Cool, do your thing, knock yourself out. But you're not gonna go like that, like ever.
Yeah, man. You cooking. But the thing about it is that your technical part is cooking in a bad way, man. So
okay. Hey, you know what? Hey, can you give me like 3 minutes? I'm gonna reset my internet real quick.
Yeah, no worries. We'll give you like 3 minutes, and then we'll get back into some questions. So this will actually give me some time. Yeah, so this will give me some time to talk to the chat anyway, because I see people popping in the chat. All right, so I'm gonna wait for Tobias to come back. Hey, do me a solid, Tobias. When you are ready to come back, just give me like a thumbs up or something like that. So then I'll put you back on. All right. Oh, super chat. Dang, my man Jamie Woods is in the building, man. Shout out to Kings and the guest. Hey, Jamie, man, shout out to you and your guest. I saw you on that live. Hey, man, you better plug me in, brother. You better plug me in. Shout out to my man Mark Inspiration, man. That's my dude right there, man. Definitely make sure that you guys check out his channel. So if you guys don't know Mark Inspiration, so this guy actually used to live in Central America, and he's a father of 6 children, single father of 6 children. So he took care of his kids. I think it was in Guatemala. Yes, it was in Guatemala. So he took care. So he took care of his 6 kids in Guatemala, moved them out there. Now he lives back in the Midwest in the United States. So single father, definitely holding down, his kids, taking care of his business, man. Shout out to you, brother. Garden Scientist says Kings and Dreams. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. QB Passport Flexing. Guys, make sure you check out my man QB Passport Flexing channel. Definitely check out that bro's channel, man. Salute, salute, salute. Italian Stallion Gangster Bangster. He said, I need to check this out. Yeah, man, you guys definitely need to check this out. I think I may ask Tobias when he comes back to repeat himself when he was talking about the tears of Thai, and he was talking about the whole skin coloring, because he was cooking, but he was also like glitching it, like you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to have you repeat that, brother, because you was definitely doing your thing on that. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Poolman 313. You already know Detroit's in the building. Shout out to Detroit. Brooklyn GQ. 2-month membership. Hey guys, definitely make sure that you do subscribe to my memberships. I will be having membership only lives, also membership only videos. Another thing. So we have Petronio Alvarez in Colombia. That is the Afro-Colombian Festival. And I will be out there from August 13th to the 19th. I believe the festival starts like the 14th. But I will be out there myself, the Flyboy Way, a bunch of other YouTubers, Andre, of course, Andre Love Crossing Borders. So I will have content for everybody, and then I will have members only content, man. So I'm really, really excited. I already bought my plane ticket. Airbnb is booked, so we are good to go. Remember, August 13th to the 19th, your boy KND is out in Cali, Colombia, Petronio Alvarez Festival. I cannot wait. Let's see here. Replay crew. Have a great evening. Yo, man, definitely, man. Handle your business. I know how that go. Let's see here. Oh man, back is Flory, man. What's going on? Says what it do? What it do, brother? How you doing, man? How is it? Santika, what up, man? What up, man? Yes, RRP Felicia. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for pulling up, bro. Thank you for pulling up, man. Oh, it's the white girl slayer. Oh yeah, Tobias be. Hey, listen, man. Tobias be doing his thing. Man. Bert Ross says, "Good evening, everybody." Hey, man. Good evening to you, brother. Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all rocking out with your boy, man. Let's see here. My man Tim Howard 5 is in the building. Definitely salute to that brother. Their woman. Right. Jay Burden, what's good? K and D, salute to the guests, mods, and chat. Shout out to my man Jay Burden. Hey, listen, hey Jay, I think you might want to tune in for this because I think you out there. That's typical most part of Asia. I think you're talking about like the lightning of the skin and stuff like that. That is all over Asia. I've seen it. I've seen it in Philippines. Okay, I've seen it in the Philippines. The more white you are, the more closer to God they think. Oh boy, yeah, they got some weird. I don't want to say weird, but it's just different. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to get on anybody's religion, belief, and all that. I just whatever it is, you know. Are black men wanted in Asia? You know what? I'm gonna hold that for when Tobias comes back. So he's just fixing his audio, but he's gonna come back. So so I'm sorry, everybody. Getting it fixed now. No, it's all good, brother. It's all good, bro. Trust me. They ready to hear what you gotta say. They ready to hear what you gotta say. They ain't going nowhere. Italian Stallion says, they need to stop chasing the same woman in the same places. Go places where there are less presence of American culture. Yeah, man, you guys are saying some good stuff. So I'm gonna bring this back up when Tobias comes back up. When Tobias comes back up, I'm definitely gonna bring it up. But yeah, I mean, you know what? So I'll respond. I'll respond and on my take, and then get Tobias's take. But you make a valid point, right? So the thing about it is like, and I don't know how Pattaya is, but or maybe certain areas of Bangkok, but like in Medellin, it's like what they'll do is like they'll go around like the same like 4 or 5 blocks, right? And they'll be like, oh yeah, man, that's Medellin. That's like, do you know how freaking big Medellin is? Like, but you'll go around the same 5 or 6 blocks, maybe 7 blocks or whatever the case is. But like that's what they do. They congregate all in that same area. And it's like, yeah, man, it's either AI to blast in Medellin or Medellin is dangerous, or I got scope. But as you mentioned, you keep congregating in that same area. Like, dude, expound out further. Expound out further. Like, there's different places in I could talk about so many different places in Medellin that people would like. The average person who travels to Medellin probably been to Medellin 10, 15 times. And who's just one of those weekend parqueadas guys would be like, yo, I didn't even know that was in Medellin. Yeah, I know. That's because you keep going around the same fucking circle, dog. I'm ready for Cal. Oh, you gonna be there? Hey, listen, man, we gonna link up, brother. I can't wait. I can't wait. Speaking of Cali, hold on. Speaking of Cali, man, my brother from another mother, Black Man Travels, is in the building. So he's gonna be out there in Cali, man. One of the people, man. So like we got an all-star lineup, man. You know how like the dream team playing? We got our own dream team going to Cali, man. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna really, really be dope. Yes, definitely. Subscribe to QB Passport Flexing channel. Okay, you in the Philippines right now, but we'll be in Thailand in September. Okay, all right, man. Hey, listen, man, enjoy yourself out there. Enjoy yourself. Just make sure that you guys are remaining safe. There's a big difference from a traveler and an explorer. Yes, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Real talk, man. Real talk. I completely agree with that. Guys, hold on. So Tobias is still fixing his technical issues and stuff like that, man. But question for the chat. So how many people have been to Thailand in this chat? Just put a 1 in the chat. I'm just trying to gauge how many people have been to Thailand before. And also let me know like the parts of Thailand that you have been in. So this way I could kind of see like where you guys have all been, like different parts of Thailand. Let me see what he's put. Oh, okay. Oh, I know who this is. Oh, duh. I should have realized who I was talking to. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got the photos. Yes, the photo shoots. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man. The photo shoots. Yeah, we go get it going, man. Hey, listen, you need to put me on with them photo shoots, man. You need to put them photo shoots. I lived there for a year in Phuket. Okay. All right. Tobias, put a thumbs up if you're ready to go. Was that? Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm about to see that again. Oh, I think he said yes. All right, he said he's ready to go. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, man. Yeah.
I apologize, man. My internet was acting. I gotta hit up
Oh
AT&T.
no, it's glitching again, bro.
Again. Nah. Okay.
Nah. Yeah, it's glitching again. It's glitching again. You doing the that's what you doing.
That's not cool.
Oh man, they ready to hear you cook, man. Dan Sparks is in the building, and Dan, I know Dan's in Thailand. He definitely want to hear this. Are you connected to your router? Are you connected to the router or? Oh man, this dude just completely froze. Okay, all right, that's okay. I'll start. Wait, hold on. Let me see if he's back.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
good?
this ain't gonna even work. Let me know how am I sounding? How's it looking right now? No.
Glitch City, man. Glitch City.
Oh.
Yeah. Is it your router? All right, so this is what I'm. All right, so you good?
I don't think so.
Hold on. All right, you didn't glitch there. Just try to say something.
Something. I think I gotta call AT&T. This is acting stupid.
Okay, hold on. I think you seem pretty clear at this moment.
How am I sounding? How's the audio?
So the audio is not the issue. It's the visual.
Video?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's the visual.
but still, okay. Hold on. Can you hear me now? How am I sounding?
Yeah, you sound like all right. So you sound fine. It's just that it's the audio. I mean, I said that wrong. The video. Sorry about that.
Okay, so the videos is tripping right now, correct?
Yeah, that's what's tripping. Because I'm able to hear you. I mean, some things cut in and out, like for maybe like a half a second, but I can piece what you're trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's unacceptable, right? That's not professional. Can you hear me well now? Is it still breaking up?
No, I could definitely hear you well.
Okay, I gotta call AT&T. Even the little on-screen message I got was, can't identify your network, and I'm like, hold on, but I'm online.
Yeah.
So,
Did you cam down purposely
yeah,
or?
yeah, I
Oh,
cam down.
okay.
I cam down purposely just to see if that made a difference, and a lot of times that does. You cam down and you get a much better audio quality.
Yeah, no, the audio quality is perfectly fine. So let's just roll with it because I don't want to keep the people waiting.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm sorry, everybody. That's my fault. I got to get this fixed.
No, hey, listen, we do it live, man. We build it as we fly it, right? So I kind of wanted to just circle back into you were talking about like the class of Thai, like a high value Thai woman, and then medium, and then you were saying like the lower tier kind of splits into two. So kind of break that down again, because that was like that was the last thing that you had said before you had dropped off.
Okay, so yeah, just real quick, you got the high so Thai Chinese. They ain't messing with brothers at all. They ain't messing with white men either. You got the mid tier Thai Chinese. They families got a little bit of money. They may mess with a white guy, right? If he bringing some finances to the table like that, but they still prefer a Thai. And then you have the lower tier chicks, and they will mess with a brother. But typically, you're not chosen first. They still gonna go for a white man who got some money first, even if you are at the same financial level as that guy. Your color makes you less than him because of the colorism that's alive and well in Thailand.
Mm.
If you so again, y'all do the same work, make the same amount of money, but because he's white, you black, she's not going to look at you. She's going to go for the white guy, even if he is, overweight and, all the negative, right? That, most like white women here wouldn't deal with. She's going to like, oh, so what? He's a heavy set, 58-year-old European man, right? She's going to go with that because of the appearance of wealth, right? Oh, because white appears to be right, that they have the skin lightening creams that sell heavily. So, or if you go to a beach in like any place in Thailand, I don't care where you at, you'll see people covered from head to toe. They can wear jeans, a long sleeve sweater, a hat, sunglasses, like a little hood, keep the, if they was riding a motorcycle and all that, just to keep the sun off of them, gloves, because they don't want to get any darker. And since, if you're, whether you light skinned or dark skinned, melanated person, you darker than them usually. So that's just their culture. Again, it's not racism, right? It's not like they dislike you, right? Or try to take advantage of you because you're black or you're melanated. They just don't. That's just not beautiful to them. For them, it is as light as possible. Like I said, if you look at any of their billboards, the commercials, all you see is really, really light Thai Chinese people in the like super, super yellow or super, super like that milky Desitin white. That's what you see. And they aren't messing with brothers. Now, the ones that will, again, these are the poor chicks, are the ones that already have children, right? Because Thai men do not play stepdad, like they don't. And in the poor communities, right? Yeah. There is no, like we have here, like child support. A woman mess with a guy, he don't want to be a father. Well, she's just stuck with that child, and no other Thai man is going to, they're not willing. They just like, nah, you have another man's child, I'm not messing with you. Right. But brothers will come to Thailand and mess with those women. Now, I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm not saying that they're lesser women, because they're gonna cook, clean, they're gonna do it all, because if they see that you have something, that you can do something for them, they gonna go all in for you. But then you do have to play stepdad, and then it goes even further. You have the family structure that you're gonna have to be kicking down too, right? It doesn't just I'm gonna just put some money in her pocket. No, the family's gonna be getting money out of you. She'll be asking, hey, I want to be able to send money to my grandmother out in Northeast Thailand or wherever. So so those women will deal with black men. The others won't. So and then again, they're not just waiting on you like that. As soon as you get off the plane, right? Like, you got this a bunch of women in your face, unless you go into unless you're doing your weekend warrior thing and that's what you want to do, cool, right? Or you're there for for the pay for play, that's cool. But again, you want something serious, that's going to be pretty difficult to find a lot of times.
Yeah, so there was one thing that you had mentioned, like right at the beginning, and you said that like the high, I guess like the highest quality of the Thai women don't even want the white men either. Why is that?
They don't need them, right? Because typically, we think about it, right? Women date up, right? They're looking for a man, who has like the status, the finances, and if she is Thai and she has access to the upper echelon of Thai men, why would she want a white guy? Because it's their culture. Thais are very proud people, and they want to see, hey, let's see Thailand prosper. You want to create more Thai people. So, and that's taught to them. So they're like, again, they're taught to be very, very proud of who they are. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's like, again, it's not putting anybody else down, but that's just what they prefer. That's what they do. And like, I don't, I mean, only time I see like a white guy, like with a upper class Thai chick, she's actually an escort, right? There's a few places in Bangkok that you can hit, like most of the rooftop bars. You really won't see Thai men at the rooftop bars, but you'll see certain Thai women at the rooftop bars just chilling at the bar, like one or two of them by themselves. They working, and European guys that show up, holler at them, buy them a drink, and whatever they do is what they do. Cool, but you don't see that guy walking into the building with her, right? You don't see
Oh,
that. That's a very,
okay.
yeah. You don't, yeah. Well, it's just different, man. I mean, it is what it is. So, like I said, I don't throw no shade at it. It's like that's just how things go, and there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it. But for those who out there lying, saying as soon as you get off the plane and you come on down to Pattaya, they just gonna be on you. Uh, do that and don't put no money out there and see what happens.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, so the Italian stallion he had sent the super chat, and I gave my response, but I wanted to hear your response. So he says that he says that guys need to stop stop chasing the same woman in the same places where they're all basically like stop chasing the same woman, in the same areas, right? Stop going into the same areas. So as you mentioned, like Pattaya, and I'm sure there's areas of Bangkok where you have your red light ish areas where there's just guys that just congregate in that same area. So what are your thoughts about that?
You know what? That can work if you are living in a place, right? Well, first thing, what is that man's goals, right? First, that's the one thing we got to call out, because if you just out there going hard to paint, trying to take them down, uh, going someplace else, right? What you say with less American culture,
Hmm.
that means that means it's going to be traditional. That means you're going to have to put some time in, right, on
Right.
that woman. Her family ain't about to just let you just have your way with her. That's a very, very different thing. And American culture is pretty much everywhere, like especially in Thailand, unless you like hit like northeast Thailand, rural Thailand, where people are far less affluent, where pretty much everybody is poor. You're gonna catch American culture. So, and again, like, that's just speaking about Thailand. I mean, we could talk about other countries, but right now this is the focus. So, trying to, again, if you chase the same woman in the same places, typically, if you go into the same place, like I said, like in Bangkok, it would be like Nana Plaza or Soy 11. Those is where the working girls are, right? Or Soy Cowboy. Those is where all the working girls
Yeah.
are. If you trying to find a chick who's not heavily influenced by American culture, do you speak the language, right? Do you speak Thai at all? And are you willing to, you know, be with a woman, date a woman that has children? Because if you aren't, if you don't want a woman that has children, it's going to be very, very tough for you to, get this non-American woman, right? It's going to be really, really tough.
Right.
It's not easy. It's, like I said, it's not just this show up and, like, again, like I stated, they just all will just be on you like that. Those days are over.
Right. No, exactly. So let's take like the weekend warriors out of it, because we know what they're there to do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, cool. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, as my as my boy Big Boss would say, they there to bust it up, right? They're to bust
True.
it up, have fun. Hey, listen, you go there safe, get back safe, all good, right? But like, let's say like if the guys maybe staying there for maybe like a year, maybe a year and a half, once like he doesn't want to, just be going out busting it up all night. Like he wants something substantial, and he doesn't want a woman with kids. How does he go about finding a quality woman?
Well, I would say you can use Tinder, right? Because you will see, some quality women on there, but then are they actually interested in you? Because again, like I said, if you black, you automatically at the bottom of the totem pole. So that
Mm-hmm.
makes a world of difference. A white guy, it'll be different for him because
Mm-hmm.
you see a difference. But there will be women there again, like, okay, who are interested in him. And again, I'm not taking anything away from women that have children there. if you want to deal with that, if you don't mind dealing, being a stepdad, uh, you can definitely find you an amazing woman in many, many places. Even just like walking down the street and on like one of the main streets is called Sukumbit. Just walking down the street on a hello, hey, hello, how are you? And she might be kind of surprised at first, but you can. It's very, very easy. Thai folks are very, very friendly to get along with. It's not very hard. Uh, Go out, like the old school, just like cold approach, hello, how you doing, will work wonders. If you go to like different nightclubs, you can meet a lot of very attractive women there, like especially not like the rooftop bars. It depends on where you go. So say like one of my favorite clubs in Bangkok is called Baccarat. Baccarat is lit. You can definitely meet a quality woman there, but then first question she's gonna ask is like, what, how long are you staying here? And oh, I live here. Oh yeah, I live. And then it's they're gonna judge you by where you live in the city. If you live kind of on the outskirts, like Hoi Kwang, or like in the south or something, uh, oh, okay, nah, you live in kind of poor. So they don't met, they ain't trying to see you. But if you live in like in a nicer area, it's the man. Come on now.
Hey,
I mean, just like,
hey, man. Hey, I respect it. They like, nah.
yeah, I mean, it's every woman all over the world want a man that can at least provide a home for them, so they can
Oh yeah,
nest.
no,
Because that's what,
absolutely.
yeah, right. Not
Absolutely.
saying you got to be a millionaire, right? Not saying you got to be
Yeah, yeah.
100,000 now, but at least have, it could be like just a cool little apartment, but you in a nicer part of town, like Ekamai or Tonglo, or what's another spot? Doesn't matter, man. As long as like so if you're living there and you just talking like, oh yeah, I'm learning to speak Thai. Oh, she will still be a little iffy because many foreigners they know got a bad name. Oh, I forgot about something. And you are a dark skinned black man. Many of the Thais won't mess with you because they gonna think you're Nigerian. And Nigerian men are there. Most of them are up to no good. So they up there on that the imping with a P, right? They got their women walking the streets. So when they see you, they a lot of times, especially if you dress like them, because they dress hip hop, dress urban. If you dress like that, they immediately think, you a P, and they're like, oh, nah, I'm not messing with you. So there is that stigma there. It's a thing. I've seen it like heavily. Oh, you're not Nigerian? No, I'm not Nigerian. I'm American. And then they still kind of look at you strange, like, I don't know, because a lot of them be out there telling, they be selling wolf tickets, saying what they American, from New York or something, when they from Lagos, which is cool. They lying. But
Oh, okay. So yeah. So I
yeah,
thought
that
I thought so interesting. I thought that you was gonna say like scamming. I didn't think that you were gonna say actually like pimping. So now
yes,
so now
yes.
so now you're saying that the Nigerian guys are pimping out the Thai woman?
No, African women.
Wait, so
The,
African women that
oh
live in
yeah,
Thailand?
uh-huh.
Okay, holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's yeah. Yeah, anybody that's been to Bangkok recently, and if you walking down Sukhumvit, right, because there's actually kind of a feud right now. So you got like the Thai working girls, and you got the black girls. They working girls, and a lot of white men want to come and get they fix, right? Like, cause oh man, I want to try to they want to sleep with a black woman. Well, that's taking money away from a Thai, but those black women they're not freelance, right? Freelance, they doing their own thing. The Thai women are freelance. The Nigerian women, they under duress. They out there because they have to be there.
oh wow, that's crazy.
Right.
Because
Yeah, those yeah.
I would never think to go to an Asian country and find like like to find sisters on the street.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't
know,
like that before, right? It wasn't like this
yeah,
is probably like within like the last, I'd say like 5 to 6 years, 5 to 7 years. But
yeah,
now, like so when you on Sukhumvit, especially like if you on Soy 11s,
yeah.
right? And that's where like a lot of cats like going to the hip hop clubs, like they want to go to Levels, right? Or
Mhm.
what's the other spot? And, I'm trying to remember the name of it. So like I'm not a fan of Soy 11. That's not like my spot. But that's where you see a lot of all the black girl prostitutes. That's where you see them. Right, Sukhumvit is the main road, and then Soy 11 is pretty much like a side street, so a long side street. It's probably about 200 yards, 250 yards long, to where it kind of like dead ends that are mixed right. And that street is where you get all the black girls, working girls, and then also like on the main road, Sukhumvit, you see them out there also. So it's they out there making their money. And yeah, the Thai women, just circling back real quick, they see a black man, like I said, if you dress hip, if you ain't dressed nice, they immediately think you're Nigerian, and you got some chicks, strutting their stuff on a blade getting paid.
Oh man, that's crazy. Black Man Travel says you're speaking crazy facts, guys. I'm definitely gonna get to some of you guys' comments. I see my man Dan Sparks here popped in here, so I gotta. This
All right,
chat
man,
is
we
on
got
fire.
72 comments in. 72 comments in, man. It's moving.
This chat is on fire, man. I figured this topic was gonna get on fire because you got a good portion of brothers that's in Thailand. Like if you say something about Thailand, so Sua, Cartagena, like that piques guys' attention. You know what I mean? Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo. So that piques guys' attention,
True.
man. But yeah. So what Tobias is saying is that everything what you're saying about Thailand in your experience is facts. I'm just taken aback just by I would not expect to see Nigerian women there like like selling the goods. You know what I mean? I just would not expect that. That's
Yes,
just
sir.
crazy. All right, let me go through some of these comments because I definitely want to get to some of you guys' comments. Hold on, where was it where I last had left off? Khalil says, even y'all leader Austin. Oh God, Khalil coming in here trolling, man. Cut it out, bro.
Hey, you know what? I watched a couple of his last videos, and I can see that the young man is growing. He's, traveling is opening up his eyes, because a lot of cats out there that he may have been surrounded with, was out there selling them tickets, and he getting out there and he's seeing, like, he was like, look, I was in Romania, they just wouldn't own me like that, right? Being in Portugal, they just wouldn't own you like that. And like I said, I lived in Europe for a minute, and it's not like that. I mean, there are women who do, their choice, their preference is black men. Cool. But they just don't be, oh, I got to get me, like, it's not all of them just, oh shit, as soon as you land, they own you. Right.
Right,
That's,
right, right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Except in Poland.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, so some guys just say like you just walking up and down the street and the woman are just
Mm-mm.
like, oh, black guy, like it's not like that. I got you. Let me see. I think I was over here. Oh, Miss Gail at night. Thank you so much for coming through. She says hello, Kings and Dreams and Tobias the Travel. I think. Oh, you trying to come back? Were you just
Yeah,
trying
no,
to come back?
actually, that's hilarious. My as soon as I hit the camera button, my battery exhausted. I got another battery I can throw on it real quick.
Oh,
But it's like, you gotta be playing, right? This is like this is
yeah.
the true
Dan is in
the
yeah.
true definition of struggle streaming.
It's all good. It's
What's
all
going on,
good,
Mr.
man.
Sparks? Where are you at
Yeah,
in
man.
BKK?
Yeah, he's gonna tell you. Hold on. I just signed. I just signed an extended free agent contract with Ghana included a nice free place to stay, free car to drive, and most of all, hey man, enjoy it, man. Get it how you live, man. Good on all, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Oh,
Bacchus.
Yanil's journey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in here, my friend.
Shout out to Bacchus. Yes, and me and Bacchus was kicking in Bangkok.
Oh, you guys know each other. Okay, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's
We was
cool.
we was kicking, man. We
He
was out
said,
on
"No, I
Khalsan Road
don't."
one night.
Nice. That's what's up. Nice. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So so we gonna kick it in Cali, man. Dan says I don't want to hear it because I actually love it. um, yeah, she's saying that you froze. Tim Howard
Yep.
says, yeah, he was good first time. Yeah, like when you just the audio has been good. It's just the what do you call it? The
The
visual.
video. Once you know
Yeah.
something, man. Hey, I just checked my you can go to a little website called speedtest.net, and I'm up over 500 up and 500 downloads. So I'm like, I don't know what the problem is. I gotta hit AT&T because that's something's wrong. If
Right.
yeah, I can see, if I had, super slow internet, that would make sense, but I don't. So that's
Router
I
issues.
yeah, yeah, it could be, but still, no, it would still, yeah, I don't know where the problem lies, but I'm gonna hit them up tomorrow. I'm like, hey, run a check, something.
Yeah, guys, I'm just catching up. Feel free to bring me on, and I will give you. I'll give you a report from Thailand. I will. Hey, listen. Let me just
Where
wrap up.
in yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. I want to know, like, where are you in Bangkok? Right, that's another, because Bangkok
He
is
probably
massive. Back,
he's probably answered. He's probably answered, but I'm like way behind
okay,
in the chat. I'm trying to
yeah,
catch up.
yeah.
I'm trying to catch
I
up.
see.
While I'm catching up, because I'm just gonna be floating through comments, and if it's just guys just like chatting, no questions, I'm just gonna fly through them. But so my next question to you is um now you met your did you meet your ex-wife in Thailand, or how did that whole situation go? And if you don't mind talking about it, it's all good.
We met in high school.
Oh, high school. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
cool. No, I wasn't sure.
yeah,
I wasn't sure if you guys
like,
if you went
yeah, not
like
like,
while in
okay,
Thailand you met her. Yeah.
nah, nah,
Okay.
nah, no.
Okay.
It's like,
Okay.
well, like, yeah, we knew of each other in high school, but she used
Okay.
to, like, it was a little bit after that. She was working at a bank that I used to bank at,
Uh-huh.
so I saw her at work one day in Holland.
Okay. I got you. Okay. So now, so now, what would you say is some of the best places for well-to-do brothers who may be kind of beginning teetering on intermediate learning Thai language, and again well-to-do, and they're looking for a good quality woman? What are some places that you would recommend in Thailand?
Like, okay, are you speaking about just like cities, or are you speaking about like venues, places to go?
I'm actually talking about cities and places. So you can
Okay,
expound on that however much you'd like to.
got you. So, uh, first place, is the king is Bangkok, right? Bangkok has everybody, right? I mean, you can get it all. I mean, Bangkok is, the New York City of Southeast Asia, right? It's bigger than New York
Mm.
City. And what's the brother's name? You just had his comment up.
Oh, hold on. This one,
Prior, not Italian Stallion.
Dan.
Dan Sparks. Yeah, Dan. Dan said that, there's 12 million in Bangkok. That's actually closer to, if you look at the illegals, right? There's a lot of people who are illegal who live in Thailand, right? A lot of them actually like are Burmese too. It is closer to 14 million.
Again, the
Now let's
generosity.
see now. Okay, but let me get back on topic with where to meet women, Bangkok's going to be number one. Bangkok has a lot of areas. I mean, there's not like just like one central area. You can hit Sukhumvit, and Sukhumvit is a super long street, and it has like a bunch of different neighborhoods, right? You know, because you've got Tonglo, you got Ekamai, you got Nana, you got Prompong, and all these neighborhoods are like right next to each other. So you know you can like walk this long street if you wanted to, and like that's more like, you know, Lumpini, Benjakiri Park. You can meet people, you can meet women just like I said, walking on the street like during the daytime. You know, and I'm gonna say like 4:30, between like 4 and like 6 and 7 p.m. is probably like the best time, pretty much anywhere in the city, because people are getting off. Yeah, people are getting off work.
So like rush hour.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for consolidating that rush hour. It's really really easy to meet people, and then you know, even like a woman who's at work, you could just talk to her a lot of times. But then you know she might be kind of like, oh, okay, I'm at work, but man, you catch them when they getting off work, super easy to holler at women all throughout the city. I mean, whether you're at a bar, you at a park, maybe you are you're going on a tour, right? Super simple, because a lot of Thais, say if they're like from like not too far south, a lot of them will come up to Bangkok to work, or they're just coming up to Bangkok maybe because they've never been to the big city, and just hollering at women, just, hey, hello, how you doing? It's not very difficult. So again, first place would be Bangkok. Second, I'm gonna say would either be, you know, probably Phuket, or like even like Chiang Mai, like Phuket, Chiang Mai, because Chiang Mai is going to have a different type of, you know, it's a different grade of woman. It's not as busy, right, as Bangkok, like nowhere near as busy. But then Phuket is less busy, but then it's most of the women who live in Phuket are there to, when I say they're there to work, I mean they're jobs, they're not working girls. So you know, you can meet, you know, women there with no problem. Up north is going to be a little bit different, because the language and the culture changes a bit. It's a bit more traditional. So again, you're gonna really have to put some time in there. You know, you ain't gonna just show up and be like, oh yeah, I got her, and we know we leaving tomorrow, or she mine for, you know, like I mean, and then after that, I would say. Yeah, those three areas. Well, you can hit like any of the islands, right? I mean, just probably 150 of them that you could take your pick on, and they're all gonna, you know, produce like the same thing. But again, we're thinking, you know, that guy who is gonna be there, you know, for a year and a half, 2 years, not, you know, not here today, gone tomorrow.
Absolutely, man. I completely agree with that. Shout out to Dan Sparks for the $25 Cash App. Guys, Super Chat, Cash Apps, definitely I accept, you know, I definitely accept all. Zelle for anyone that's in the States, I accept that too, man. So it's all good. But there is a question in here, and I know that you mentioned this earlier, but you can just reiterate. How long has Tobias been going to Thailand? This is by
Since 04. 20 years since 2004.
So this guy's well seasoned in his Thai travels, man. He's well seasoned in his Thai travels. So, what's some of the biggest? So, what's some of the biggest misconceptions that people think or get about Thailand people that they? Let me rephrase that question, because I sound like I was rambling a little bit. So what's some of the biggest misconceptions that people will assume about Thai people that is not true?
Biggest misconceptions. That's a good question, Laura. You know what? Okay, that all Thai women are just trying to use you for a passport, right? To, you know, to get up out of there, right? That's definitely, yeah, that's false, right? That's definitely false. I'm willing. I'll take it a step further, right? So, say you are that that guy who goes to Thailand, and you meet that woman, and you have the skills, the business, whatever it is, to make money wherever you want, right? She's probably gonna want to stay in her country, close to her family, versus leave, right? Because you got a job, maybe you from Switzerland or something. You got to go back to to the cold and all that. If you can make your money there, or basically make your money online and live in Thailand, I guarantee you she would prefer that, right? Because she's like, oh, hey, my family is here, and then it's like you're gonna be helping out with family anyway, 9 times out of 10, financially.
Yeah. I think so my input on that, it just just from traveling and stuff like that, like, and we hear, and I don't want to segue too far off because I don't want to get too off topic, but we hear this pushback like, oh, the green card queens, they looking to get in the United States. I'm like, well, all this inflation and all that, I'm like, they like, nah, we're good over here. Plus our families over here. And like every time, like when I talk to you guys are tired. You guys are always at work. You guys are stressed. I'm like, I'm over here laying at the beach. I'm chilling. I get off at like 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'm good, right? So I would say like maybe a good 5-10%. And again, I'm eyeballing it, but most women that I've interacted with, hey, I like to visit the United States, but what would you like to live? Nah, I'm good.
That's true, right? They'll come visit like most folks, right? Again, they're proud people, right? So they want to live at home, right? They're proud people. And I mean, the poorest of the poor is still a very proud Thai person, right? That will not change. They are Thai to their bones. And they're gonna love the monarchy, everything that it stands for. Like, oh, they still have a king. Yes, they have a king, and who runs the country. It's not like the Queen of England used to be. No. They king runs the country, and it's highly respected. Right? You don't say nothing about the king or even the past one, because that's you want to talk about a capital offense.
Yeah, I heard that because I remember. I remember when Zuna Thailand, he used to do. I think you probably went on there a couple of times, but I don't know if we were on there at the same time. But he used to do like the Saturday meetup or whatever. It used to be like Saturday afternoon. Yeah. And so and he would say like, if you was like throw money in the air, with like, you could get arrested because the money has the king's face on it. So it's not like an Atlanta strip club or a Miami strip club where you could do that and it's all good. Like nobody's tripping. Or like where guys would go to Dolce Vita in Cartagena. Oh, the Colombian guys know exactly where I'm talking about. You would be dancing on them couches, throwing the money in the air, acting like a motherfucking fool. It's just crazy, bro. But like the laws there are serious. So, and as you mentioned, you can't say anything disparaging, like how we have like the freedom of speech, where some people could say, hey, I'm for Team Biden. Well, now it's Kamala, but I'm Kamala Harris, or I'm Team Trump, and kind of chirping back and forth or whatever. No, if you have something disparaging to say about the king, you can go to jail, and not for like a month or days. It could be years. So don't even try to play yourself.
Yeah. You don't want to do nothing stupid, right? In Thailand. Like, so one thing, but Thailand is a very free society, but you don't have the same rights and privileges that you do possibly in your own your home country, like the freedom of speech. You don't have that. They don't even have that. You can't, like, say, you can't disparage the name of the king. Or one thing they have a lot of, like, from like Wednesday through the rest of the weekend, are checkpoints. And because a lot of folks be drinking and driving, so when the cops, when you come to that checkpoint and say you on a motorbike, right? Because I always take bike taxis.
Yeah.
I'm never going to drive, a car or a bike. I'm not going to rent a bike in Bangkok. It's just too dangerous to drive. But you still go through the checkpoint. The cop's going to, pull you and the driver off the bike. They're not really bothering the driver, but they're going to be like, look, did you overstay? And they're going to search you. In the States, right? A cop just can't search you without probable cause. They going through everything. They're going to check your shit, all your pockets, whatever bag you got, because they want to see if you got any contraband. And it's just an opportunity for them to extort you. Now, if you have some contraband, you are done for, unless you got to cough up some. Yeah, I mean, I got caught up, man. I actually got caught up. I got shook down, and ended up having to come out the pocket 200.
Yeah, you got to tell that story, man. I want to hear this.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I was saying I want to hear that story, but I think this is the comment that you were referring to. When Dan was saying the 12 million people.
Yeah. Yes. This book is pushing to the limits of generalities. No, it's not generalities. This is the truth. When if you live there, you experience something. It is the truth. It's not that, it's not my truth. No. There's the real truth, and there are experiences that support the truth. Right? I'm not one of them fools gonna be like, oh well, my truth. No. Generalities, this is what it is. This is what you see, right? This is what I've seen. And I mean I was married into the culture. How you gonna tell me? So
Damn. Damn. Yeah, that his ex-wife is tired, man. Hey, listen. I'm not arguing I can't argue with any of you guys, but I will have to say Tobias has a strong standpoint. Like, his ex-wife is tired. His son is half Thai. Like, damn, he's standing on business. You can't say he's not standing on business, though.
Yeah, I'm not trying to come out. I'm not trying to, disparage this brother or this cat right here, Mr. Sparks, and say, that he's wrong. No, but after being there for quite a long time, knowing the language, knowing the food, the culture, how things go, right?
Oh, that's right. The language.
At an intimate. Yeah, I know it all right, man. So when you spend that time there, you learn. Just like, so it's on move to Brazil, right? And you get there, you say maybe you met your Brazilian woman in New York City, and y'all end up moving to Recife for 3 years. When you get there, you're gonna be with a family, you're gonna learn the language, the culture, you're gonna get more acclimated to how things go there. And you have this knowledge that somebody else doesn't possess unless they're actually married into the culture like that. Now there's you know what it is, unless you've been, maybe you wasn't married into it, but you was dating a woman and you was there full time like that. There's just certain things you have to, if you're not married into it, you just don't know. Just like, when if a married man talk to the guy who got like the long-term girlfriend, like, yeah, you got a girlfriend, but you ain't been married. It's different. Right? You don't know what this is. Things change. It's the same thing. When you in it full time, you will have a different vantage point than others.
That's a good point. Listen, Dan, I'm not going to get you. I'm just saying, Tobias, he's just making some good points. So don't get mad at me, Dan. I love you, man. Yes, guys, please make sure that you do subscribe to Gale at Night. Gale at Night is a big supporter of a lot of people in this space. So please make sure that you do also show her support, like her channel, subscribe to her channel. Give her a lot of love, because she shows us a lot of love, man. Thank you so much, Gail. We appreciate you.
Real quick, hello, Gail. Right to me, I haven't spoken to Gail in a while. Right, me and Gail chop it up. We friends. So yeah, Gail is amazing.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I haven't talked to Gail in a little minute either, right? And then Gail shoots me a text for the for the appreciation for Felicia last night. So as soon as I see the text, I click on the text, right? Because we're doing training camp, getting ready for the season for football. So I pop in there and I see Felicia on the thumbnail. I said, oh yeah, I'm definitely staying for this. So Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Thank you so much, Gail. Thank you again.
Quick
All right,
question. Did you go ahead?
go ahead.
No, I'm not sure where you were in the comments because I know you just brought what up on the screen. I didn't. What was the timestamp on the one you just clicked?
See, I'm looking on StreamYard, so I think you're
Yeah,
looking on
that. No, I'm in StreamYard. I'm just looking at because Khalil making Saint Legend, right? Khalil at six.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where you at, but at 6:55,
yeah,
right?
okay, yeah. So he said. So I'm at Bam Bam where he says Austin isn't leading anybody. How does he think the visa changes will affect Thailand? And hold on, let me say that
And
one more
dating,
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know what he
dating,
talked
yeah.
about already. Yeah.
Yeah.
So recently, Thailand changed their visa law, so you can now get a 6-month visa for like $300. Because before you could only get 30-day visa on arrivals, and then you'd have to do a visa run or go to the immigration office, right, and pay like 1,900 baht to extend it. So, but to influence more tourism, right? To keep people in Thailand longer, those foreign dollars, that foreign currency coming in, they've relaxed their, the visa policies. So, like I said, you can show up now and just be there for 6 straight months if you paid them $300 in advance. I think that'll be it's actually a lot better for the men, and if you're out there dating, it's a lot better for you because now you can, if you really want to, you say you met this woman on day 15 and she's amazing. You can now, you don't have to worry about doing visa runs, right? At all. You could just be there for 6 straight months, build that relationship, with her, or and things are gravy. And it also helps for, like, say, renting an apartment. So you can go get a lease on a real nice spot in Bangkok, right? You can get a spot on like the 38th floor, a condo on the 38th floor of a building with like 2 pools and just some super fly pad for like $800, right? It'd be like 800, 900 square feet, some real player spot. And now you don't have to worry about having to do visa runs. And then, like, when you come back from the visa run, you don't have to think about, oh man, it's because once you do like 6 or 7 months worth of them, even like 8 months, they see how often you've been doing them, right? Immigration does. And they can choose to let you in, or they can choose to not let you in. Now you ain't got to worry about that. So you can, because of this change with the visa situation, every 6 months you can spend that 300, get another 6 months, and you can do this up to 5 years. So it helps that man be there. If you're working online, you can be there long term, develop that relationship, with the woman of your, of your choice, and it's smooth, right? Because visa runs have been a thing forever. Right now they've changed it, and you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on like different types of visas, like the Thai elite visa.
Yeah. I think it's a smart play, because so one of my dudes, he's an expat, and I haven't talked to him in a while, man. Maybe like a year or so. No issues, just life. You know what I mean? We just kind of like fell off, whatever. He's doing this thing, but so he lives in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and so in Mexico, and I don't know if the laws change, so maybe this may be a QB question, but the visa that you would get, the standard visa would be for 90 days, right? So what my dude would do is, like, on day 88 or day 89, he would fly to like Miami, see his people for like a day, and then go right back to Mexico. So it would start the process all over again.
Yeah, that's a visa run.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you can do that. Yeah, people are doing that in Thailand also. Like, maybe take a you could, like, not a bus. Yeah, you can take a bus, right, to, they actually have services that are offered for 3,000 baht. You take a bus, go right to Cambodia, you hit the immigration office there, in stamp, out stamp, and you jumping on the bus coming right back to Bangkok. Or maybe you want to fly to Laos. Are you going to fly to Vientiane, fly to Laos, be there for a minute, 24 hours, catch your flight back the next day? It's pretty much up to you. Maybe you want to go to Singapore. That's just, in the country. Excuse me, leave the country, and come on back, and it works. But there's really no reason to do that anymore.
Yeah, man,
Not with
guys.
at least not in Thailand.
Yeah. Objection, Tinder. It looks like Bam and Dan are going at each other. The JBW is strong out there, it seems. The JBW. I don't know what JBW means. What's he mean by that?
I don't know. JBW. I'm not familiar with the acronym. Can you update that? And he says, been traveling since '91. You late? Like, I'm only 44. So obviously you're older than me.
You both definitely go.
I've been traveling like it's not a race, right? People get there.
That was funny.
People get there when they get there, man. I mean, maybe you were born in 1980 like I was, and your family was just running you around the world at in 1991 when you was 11. Okay, cool. You had it like that. Great. That don't mean shit. Good for you.
Anonymous has another interesting statement. I thought that the kids were raised by the grandparents. Yeah, is that common? So yeah, that's a good question. Well, he made a statement, but it made me, and it incited my question.
You know what? I wouldn't say that they are raised right by the grandparents. The grandparents are there as a strong support system, though. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Because like even my former mother-in-law, right? If me and my ex wanted to go out, she was there. Like, oh hey, don't even worry about it. She would cook food, prepare all that stuff, right? Because it's a family, right? That's what families of most cultures do. Whether you Indian, you Arab, you Asian, that's what the family. Grandma is going to be there to help mom. Right. That's just how things go. But the grandparents don't just raise, like grandma just don't raise the child like that. No.
Right. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Cause some cultures, like in Latin America, like the woman will just like leave the kid with her mom and just, go run the streets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, no. Sometimes women do that, but you see that.
What's Jay? Sorry, go ahead, Tobias.
Sometimes women will do that, right? They just lead a kid with the grandmother, but that happens like all over the place. That's not exclusive, right, to Thailand, where she just out there just doing the most, right? She ain't trying to be a mother. So but again, like I said, with the family structure, grandma's there, right, and she gonna help, where's needed.
I think the hairy one is trolling. I heard Asians love us black men. Is that true? My dude, trolling. What has the whole show been about?
He might be late.
He's trolling, man, but I'm having a good food. So if you want to entertain it, cool. But if you like, nah, man, like, fuck that. Let's move on. It's all good.
As be like, hey, man, I heard the Martians love Captain Kirk, right?
Yes, guys, make sure that you do support your boy. Support my channel, like, subscribe, hit that Cash App, Zelle if you in the States, Venmo, PayPal, Super Chat right here. You know what I mean? So, and also hit that like button, man. Likes are free 99. Baccarat is full of posers and new fast money. Okay. Disagree?
It's full of posers and new fast
money. Okay, just be white. Okay. All right. Got it. Shout out to my man Fearless AD, man. Loving the show, my brother. Shout out to my man Fearless AD in the building. Guys, make sure that you check out my dude AD Fearless. Definitely has a good channel. And his wife was on here earlier. So oh my God, I'm having a brain freeze. About her channel. Yanil's Journey. Thank you. Yanil's Journey. So definitely make sure that you check out both of their channels. So very good people, great people. Okay. They about that life. All you see is the billboards. Look like look nothing like the people. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Wow.
then homie was saying, oh well, Baccarat is full of posers and fast money. W- What do you mean by posers? What is, because folks be out there calling names, right? Oh, it's full of posers. What do you, posers? Why?
Right.
Right? Do you go out in the country that you from and just oh man, that brother right there, oh he posing, or that white guy over there, oh he up here, he up there flash, he doing too much. Why do you care? What's up with the name calling? And if you want to hit a couple spots, right, where ties uh are where older money ties, well they'll still go like their children, man, all you got to do is hit the shit of Tonglor, right, which is off of Sukhumvit, and it's a whole, man, all you see is ties there. You don't see hardly any foreigners on Tonglor, right? That's like the new trendy area where ties be kicking it. Got some real nice little hangouts over there. Yeah, you ain't gonna see no foreigners. It's very, I see a couple of white foreigners. Actually, the best burger spot in Thailand is over there called Beast and Butter. Man, yeah, that spot is fire. Like blew my mind. I was surprised.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So Tim Howard says, finding a mate for something serious for you is not easy, especially outside of your race. But interracial dating, marriage happens in majority of countries, if not all. I mean,
True.
you said you've been to 49, right?
46.
46, my bad. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So
Everything he just said was true. I can disagree with nothing that Mr. Tim Howard 5 said, right? That's real,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It,
yeah. Yeah, I got
it's
you.
not easy, right, for a serious relationship. That's just straight up.
Yeah, so I know Black Man Travels has been to Thailand. Fearless has been to Thailand. Dan obviously has been to Thailand. Backus has been to Thailand. So Tobias, how would you feel about talking to some of these brothers? Just their experience on Thailand, and just kicking it with some of the people. What are your thoughts? Because
I'm
I'll
down.
drop the
Like
link if you could. All right.
I'm down. Like, I mean, hey, like even how like me and Bacchus met, right? I forgot which group we met in, and he hit me up on like Facebook Messenger, and I'm like, he's like, yo, I'm coming to Bangkok. I'm like, cool, hit me up when you arrive, man. He hit me up. We was kicking it, right? We was having we had a great time together, right? Real cool brother.
All
So
right.
like I said, I
Yeah.
don't have
So
a problem talking to nobody,
I
man.
drop. Yeah. So I dropped the
Online
link.
or
Huh?
no, I just said I don't have a problem talking to nobody, whether it's online or face to
Oh
face.
yeah. No,
Yeah, it's good.
but even though like I assume that you would be cool with it, but you never want to assume. You know what I mean? Because hey, like some days you may be like, hey, listen, man, I may have a thing coming over at 30, man. I can't spend another hour kicking it. So, but guys, definitely, if you're interested in coming through, having a conversation, definitely pull up, man. I think Dad definitely wants to pull up because he definitely wants to debunk your your Thailand thing. Oh
Bacchus, yes, I said all facts. I've seen this. Let's see here. Oh, I can't click it. Never mind. I was trying to
who was
bring up
it?
one of the comments from Bacchus at 705.
Um, who is James Humber? Hey, so guys, so I would like for you all to cam up or at least show me who you are on the back channel because I don't know, I don't want to do no effery, man. So show me who you are, and then you could cam down later. But I'm gonna need to see who you are. So James, cam up so I can see who you are. Make sure that you are a legit person. Because I've seen people get their channel shut down, and YouTube is sensitive. YouTube is owned by Disney, man, so they be wild. Okay.
Yeah, and they technology
Oh no,
will catch
I
whatever type
can't.
of.
Hold on, I won't be able to hear you until I pull you up. Hold on. All right, keep the camera steady. Okay. Hold on.
We good, man.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me. I gotta switch the layout. What's going on, James?
What's going on, man?
How we doing?
I'm doing good.
What's going on with you?
Hey, it's crazy how all these lives that I'm familiar with, that I go on, that I got respect for. Some that I hate, but still got a respect for because they keep it real. From the other side, how they coming around and saying a lot of stuff that I was saying earlier when people were shutting me down. And I meant, like, what I was saying is like, you know what, this dude is right. I said a lot of stuff about Thailand that people are coming back. I said a lot of stuff about a lot of these countries and a lot of what Passport Bros are doing, from the positive and the negative. And people, every single channel I'm going on, it's like, yo, man, I just came on your show about a month ago and saying the same thing. You shut me down, and now you saying it now. Yeah. I was like, yo, man. I was like, y'all need to show some love to me, man. Put some respect on my name, man. But it's all good. That's still good. Hey, like King of Dreams, you had the same experience. You know what I'm saying? You've been around for a long time. You would say something, and the next thing you know, they would probably like disagree with you, and then you come back and you sitting there just watching YouTube, and it's like, yo,
man, man, listen, brother, there were things I was saying in like 2022 that people are saying now, and I'm like, I've been told you cast like two years ago.
Yo, but with me, King of Dreams with me is like almost like a week ago. Yeah. Like, I mean, look, it's all good. It's as long as King of Dreams, my whole approach to even coming on live, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a whole bunch of stuff going on the other side. I'm not trying to go on YouTube. You can go to my site page and I'm not trying to go on YouTube to make money. I know how to make money on YouTube. And if you want to look how to make money on YouTube, you look at PewDiePie and Beast, that dude right there. That's how you make money on YouTube. You want to make money on YouTube and that's your approach, you better go look at the channels that got like 15 and 20 million subscribers or something like that. Because the stuff that we talk about is boring to everybody else, but it's interesting to us. And I'll back that up with the way we like the rap that we like, the hip hop that we like. Yeah, it don't really sell in the world. You can't become a millionaire with the hip hop that we really like. And that's why a lot of hip hop changed. No, y'all see that? Hip hop changed, we changed. Go ahead, but that I'm getting to something.
Oh, sorry about that. My fault. Go ahead, brother.
No, you good. No, you good. It's like you like wonder what happened to us, what happened to our vibe, what happened to our image around the world. We let money and people who don't even like us change us. We commercialize our whole social life and the way we, converse with each other. It's been commercialized. You don't even know it. You actually talking to each other using language and using words and using mindsets and approaching with mindsets. It's not even ours and you don't even know it. And I'm like, yo, my main approach is to fix our image around the world. I want to go back to respect that brothers had when they traveled back in the late 70s and 80s. Talk to your unks, man. Talk to the ones that are 55 and 65 and 70 years old who travel the world, and they'll let you know. We had it better than what y'all got right now.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's like that anymore? I'm in Turkey right now. And I remember going to Turkey back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I was in Germany, and I remember Germany back when I traveled a couple days with my boy. A lot of this around the world is changing for us. We got a problem, and y'all didn't admit it. People going online, Austin going online, a lot of people going online. Yo, this race thing is actually a problem, and you got dudes trying to clown say, "Oh man, race ain't nothing. It ain't a big deal. You just a victimizer." I was like, "Yo, that word you just used to disrespect Austin when he was talking about the race thing. That's what the mother sides be doing. They came up with that. They came up with that. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we have to start admitting it's like, look, we trying to hold each other to task. We'll say, yo, I go out to Thailand, I see brothers moving like this and doing like that. I go out to Colombia, I go out to Brazil, I see brothers moving like that. That's a problem, man. And look, I ain't no passport bro because I don't roll like that.
Right.
It's still affecting you because you're black.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, so James, you said a couple of things, and you have a great name, by the way, James. But So people who know. But yeah. So the reason. So my question for you is that you had mentioned how like we have a problem, and I believe that we do have a problem because I don't think us collectively as Black men think about our image collectively. Like they all loop us in as one. So even if like one is acting a fool way down there, we don't even know this person. But maybe you mentioned Germany. You know, we go to some part of Germany, and maybe 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, and there was some guy acting a fool, acting crazy. We have no idea what that situation is about, but now they looking at us crazy because you got someone else who looked like us who was acting crazy. So, long story short, what I'm getting at is I believe in your point, and I think that this is what you were trying to drive home is that we need to be cognizant of how we're portraying ourselves and our self-image.
That's true. Those are facts. And the other thing I was also talking about is we need to build a foundation, not even a stronger foundation, a foundation, so that when dudes do that, it doesn't affect us, just like it doesn't affect them other boys. And people will say, why is it that all this garbage and trash them other boys do all over the world, all the time, acting a complete fool, like, and just be completely crazy, how they be turned for each other, never go full retard. You know, it's like, man, I've been hanging around too long. The Navy did that to me. I know all about them, man.
Yeah, man.
And it doesn't even affect them.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why is that? How come they get to do that? How come they get to do that? I was like, why don't you answer that question? Because when we answer that question, then we'll be able to say, okay, well, what can we do to keep for us to build that kind of infrastructure under our feet, so that when one of us wows out, and we got a lot of one of us. It ain't one of us; it's a lot of us. That's just like, man, you just gotta go. Period. You too much. You way out there. Just like that dude I was talking about on another live. Remember that young dude, that little he was gay, and he used to be on YouTube eating fried chicken and watermelon, painting his lips red and everything.
I have no idea. He got
kicked off YouTube for it.
Oh,
he was not. Yeah, he used to do that, and I remember him. And he was purposely doing that to hurt and destroy an image. That's what he was doing. He was like an extreme young gay version of Jesse Lee Peterson. You know how Jesse Lee Peterson got his logo with his lips red and everything? Oh no, white. He got his white.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what that is. I was like, when that happens, you know, it doesn't affect us. Like there will be we're doing it so much that there will be no need to invest in Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson because they'll have no effect. And it's like, okay, well, how do we do that? How do we build a foundation for ourselves so that it has no effect? We got respect. Wherever we go, people respect us. Like there's other groups that get respect and they have done nothing to deserve. Matter of fact, they're getting a respect for things that we did that they can actually just come into the nation and enjoy, and we're not even enjoying because of what we did. That's crazy.
No, that's definitely true, man. You know, so I appreciate your sentiment, man, and I would love to continue going down this rabbit hole, but we got a panel, so I can't just focus on you, brother.
No. You when you ask me questions, man, I answer them whole, man. Absolutely. Let's go with the panel, man. You talking about Thailand and everything? Yeah, go ahead. You good, man? It's all good.
Oh man, thank you so much, my brother Dan Sparks. What's up, man? How we doing, man?
Good morning from overcast Bangkok. Greetings to you, kings. Rest of the panel. Nice meeting you, gents here.
Yeah.
Words have meaning, and we have to understand that, King, on your platform, you're broadcasting a broad audience. And since we talk to a broad audience, what do? Right. We speak in generalities, and all a generality is simply a majority of facts. 51%, That is a generality. And generalities are, why do we use generalities? Because they're true. So earlier, Tobias and I were having, things always get lost in chat.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't have the inflection, you don't have the nuanced tone of voice. And so Tobias's experiences here in Thailand are extremely extensive. Mine, I think, are somewhat moderately extensive, but it's not to take away one from the other. Mm-hmm. And I commend you, Kings, for bringing on such erudite and such verbose and such experienced men who can get this information out to those out there. And so I'm just glad to be here and just to chat with you all for a few minutes.
Oh, absolutely, man. Thank you so much for being here, Dan. Dan, Dan is my brother, man. So, and I'm glad that you love it. Glad that you love it, Thailand. Man, Bacchus, what's up? What's up, brother?
Hey, I just wanted to jump in and share my quick dark side story, if that's okay. If y'all want to hear that.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. We're all here for a vibe, and plus I owe you one. Because there's been a couple of there's been a couple of times where I'm supposed to bring you on and things just. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
The floor is yours.
So real quick, what Tobias was talking about the police jamming you up, most definitely. They set up roadblocks. I lived in Phuket, small island, mainly basically 1-2 roads, right? So if you're going someplace, you got to come around this corner, you got to come up this hill, go around this bend. God damn it, there they are. Roadblocks. And here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy. So they checking for you to see if you have your helmet, if you have your international driver's license. I could have my helmet on. They still going to pull me over. But watch a family on a 100cc bike with no helmet, mother, father, daughter, son, baby in both arms will go right past the police like, thank you, bye, and they let them go. You understand? Yeah. There's two different rules. There's rules for foreigners and there's rules, well, they ain't really rules for local, but it's generalizations. That's happened several times. And getting jammed up, they'll tell you, yo, give me X amount of baht and I'll let you on your way. I just pay them and go, because quite frankly, I don't fucking care. 500 baht, 1,000 baht, whatever. 500 baht's $15, 1,000's about $28, $30, whatever. I'm out of here. I keep it pushing, wear my hat, and keep my license on me. That's not the bad part. When I was living there, there's a YouTube channel called the Phuket News Extra, and I actually have it, and I could send it to you, and you could check it out. But they actually, on the news, the police said that if you see any black people, call us and report them and they'll come arrest them. So they said this live on air. They had it up on their website. They had a paper or whatnot. And there is a big black community there of when I say black, it's different in Thailand, of Westerners, not necessarily African. They are Africans there, but not as strong. I know about 2, to be honest. So they were up in arms. They know people as well. They said, yo, this is wrong. You can't say this, blah, blah, blah. And they did kind of backtrack it a little, but not really. So that's something that I actually witnessed happening, and I thought that was crazy. And I sent it to all Thai friends I knew, and even they thought that was crazy. So that was my dark side of Thailand wake-up call right there.
I want to jump in what Bacchus said. I know a lot of Thai folks who are salary workers, university students. I know a bunch of young girls, and we're at a business mixer having drinks, and I'm saying to one of the girls, "Don't drink so much. You got to drive home." And the girls all recount a story about 3 or 4 of them how they're Thai women driving their little Toyota, little Nissan, being stopped by the men in brown, because the police here wear their brown uniforms, getting pulled over and told, give us a bribe of X number baht, 10,000 baht, and we'll let you go. And the girls start crying. I said, well, did you call your father? I said, no, I can't call my father. I called my boss. My boss came down and paid it. I said, why didn't you tell your father? Because if I told my father, he'd be very, very upset with me. So my boss, who has money, loaned it to me, and I repay him back. So with that dark side there, and it's something that the Royal Thai police are really trying to fight against, is their own inherent corruption. You go to certain countries in the world where the cops don't get paid a lot. You might hear this anecdotally in Mexico, in Colombia, in different places like that. So it's it cuts both ways. But to what Bacchus said about the Black Americans, what Tobias said earlier about the Black Americans, and FYI, Tobias, I live in Prom Pom.
Okay,
when you go
I know you are.
down at night, that's when at the bottom of the stairs of the SkyTrain, you'll see clumps of the darker skinned brothers who are the Nigerian brothers who are there, or even from the British dark skinned guys, lower income guys who are up to no good. You don't see them in the daytime. They only pop up in certain clumps.
Yes, so
that's the truth.
So that was the question. You know what? So I'm glad that I have you all here. Sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to interject, but really quick, when you mentioned about the Nigerians not being outside during the day. So I had this conversation with Tobias maybe a month or two ago, something like that, and we're just sitting there, shooting this shit. He was like, yo, ain't no niggas outside during the day. I was like, damn. So I guess all of you guys just kind of like give me your feedback on that. So is it just only like stateside guys that come outside during the day?
Or other foreigners, right? Other folks that are traveling, or maybe you know what? You may see, like, I've met a couple of brothers, right, who are out during the day because they're tourists, right? Maybe they're going to the Grand Palace, or they're going to Wat Po or Wat Arun. They have a reason to be there. They're actually trying to see the sights, grab some food, learn the language a bit, or whatever. They may be on a limited time. But at night, right, that's when, especially on Sukhumvit, that's when you will see, the African brothers, but you will not see them during the day at all. I noticed that.
Yeah, too. Most definitely.
I tell my brothers who come from the States, I apologize, from my youth school or from my fraternity who are darker skinned. I was like, you will get half a second of side eye because you're very dark skinned. But as soon as they know you have a blue passport, you're American, all that goes away, and the Thai folks will be very, very nice to you, simply because of that element of that criminal element that does these petty crimes in that small area there.
One other thing is also, too, you also have to recognize the Thai people are very ignorant to our classism, like we are ignorant to theirs. I had a conversation with several Thai girls that they thought all Black people was from Africa. I was like, no, I'm from America. It was like, there's no Black people in America. I guarantee you there is, ma'am.
I've heard that. Yes, I've heard that.
They didn't know. And like the look on their eye, when you really step back and look, you think they're joking, and you look at them like, oh, damn, she really serious. Like, you really didn't know. And be like, well, who's your favorite artist? Oh, this person and that person. I like it. Like, they are American. No, they sing rap, so they're Black. They're from Africa, so they don't understand the difference between a Nigerian, a Kenyan, a South African, any of those people compared to a Canadian or a British or an American Black. So to them, we're all the same until they actually realize. And one other thing I'll say real quick is, I see the Nigerian thing greater in the Philippines. They talk, they act, and they say they're American all day when they're around the girls. But let me pull up, they don't got nothing to say until they got a real one there. They will, what homeboy was saying, was frauding or perpetrating. They'll perpetrate harder than some bitch.
Cosplaying. No, that's
Comic-Con.
No, but that's real, right? Sal Mine, I had to let's give him his flowers on that one. He was like, they cosplayed as Black Americans. This is real. This is actually, even when I lived in Europe, when I lived in Germany, right, for my few years there, and when I lived in Sweden, every brother that I met that wasn't a Black American, like the African brothers, they all said they were Black. They all said they are American. And then when if any of us showed up they get angry because now the real the genuine article is present, and
Right.
the way
Yeah.
even if look, if none of us have ever met face to face before, it really doesn't matter, because if we meet in another country, the women will see it, and our mannerisms are exactly the same, right? The way we speak, the way we interact, you can be from California like me, New York City, it doesn't matter, right? South Florida, doesn't matter. We will all vibe the same. They don't, and they pick up on it immediatally, and they don't like. Oh well, he about to get her. It could just be. And it's all about the women. So why she? I'm about to take her home. Why are you worried about it?
You can.
I had a guy from Alabama hanging with him in Phuket, and when he talked, I swear, panty droppings, because they got that real slow, that down shout there, like that real Bama talk. Girls didn't know what the hell he was saying. They were like, "It sounds so cool, it sounds so sexy." I was like, he was talking shit about your mama, but okay, cool. So they know, because if their favorite rapper sounds like that, Nigerian can really imitate that Southern swang, that Louisiana twang or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could try all day, but like when the genuine people are out there, for real, they understand, and they hear it right then and there. So
no, I remember what country I was in. It'll come back to me, but I forgot what country I was in, but like a guy was like, "Yeah, I'm from New York," and I was like, "What part of New York?" And he was like, "Manhattan." Listen, I'm a New Yorker. We don't say Manhattan. Like, if you're from Manhattan, you would say, "I'm either from Harlem, I'm from Washington, I'm from the Heights."
Yeah, the Heights,
Lower East Side. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm off the canal, baby. Like something.
Yeah, you're not gonna say I'm from Manhattan. Like,
what's your neighborhood?
Bro.
What's your neighborhood? Yeah. What's your neighborhood? That's what.
You know what I mean? Once he said Manhattan, I said, I gave him the side eye. You know that video where they, that side eye video. I'm like, yeah, all right, dog.
You know what? Funnier than that, right? I had a cat one time. I had been in Germany like 6 or 7 months. And this one brother tried to tell me that he is from Sacramento, California. And I'm like, you are not from my city. you are not. You definitely not from South Sac, North Sac, East Sac. You not from my, come on now, man. And it was kind of funny how he said it with so much conviction. Then, you can, if someone says they're from like your neck of the woods, you could easily just find out. So what high school did you go to? Right, not what university, right? Not what university, because you could have gone to university in any state, in any city in America. But what high school did you go to? If this is your hometown, what high school did you go to? What streets, or what are your cross streets, right? Yeah. And when he said that,
what high school do you come from? And that's how you know if you're from Philly or not. People say they're from DC. I said, okay, are you from Montgomery County or PG County, or were you on Georgia Avenue like me? And then that's how you get the connection.
Mm-hmm.
But the amount of brothers that are, like, for instance, Tobias was talking earlier, there's a discussion about who goes to Pattaya and who goes to Bangkok. Bangkok is the most visited city in the world. Bangkok and Hong Kong trade off places each year like this. So you will find a higher grade of traveler, of global folks coming in, and I meet the established, professional, more polished brothers and their families here in Bangkok. I've been coming, like Tobias, to Thailand since 2004. I haven't been to Pattaya since 2018. I've been living here permanently for a year. I still haven't gone down there because
I've never been there.
Around that element. Period.
Yep. I get it, right? And Thais know if you are going to Pattaya, they know what you're going there for. And there is a stigma that is attached to it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? When I speak to Thais and when I tell them, yeah, I've never been to Pattaya, they're like, what? You've never been? I'm like, no, I've never been there. And well, why not? I was like, that's just not my thing. That's not where I want to be. And it's like, no shade to nobody, to anyone who wants to hit it, but that's just not what I do. So
No,
I
I get
mean,
it.
Pattaya is in the province. It's Chonburi province, and the
yep,
borders
Chomboli.
Rayong. And so I know a lot of Thais go it's a family vacation, but they go past. They'll go down to Rayong. They'll go to the different beaches. The Renaissance has a fantastic resort there. Up in North Chonburi are other resorts. So there's like a dome over Pattaya, and the Thais go everywhere else around it for their family vacations every weekend because there really, really are nice resorts. And the businessmen want to get out of town. It's the quickest beach to get to. So there's the giant Buddhas there. Great golf courses are there. However, some of these other people marketing caddy of the day, BS. I don't care about the caddy. I want to go have a nice round of golf without having to look and try and hit on the lady who's just making money being a caddy. So there are nice things to do down there, but it's a race to the bottom with certain brothers to market the underbelly of Pattaya.
I got you. Really quick before we continue, we got my man Black Man Travels in the building, man. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man?
No.
Got 5 minutes, man. It's past my bedtime.
Oh man, damn! I was about to say there's another dope panel when you want it.
Nah, man. I got boxing at 5:30, man. So I got to get some sleep.
Oh boy, all right.
Yeah, I
man,
mean,
yeah, man. So I pulled up your comment. You said your profile was taken in Phuket.
yeah. I mean, honestly, Thailand was an amazing experience, and it was an amazing experience because I was able to talk to Tobias, Bacchus, and some other guys. I went out there solo, and I was able to go 5 cities in 2 weeks. And what I've learned is that as long as I stayed away from Pattaya, I had an amazing, great time. So when I hit up Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Phuket, went back to Bangkok, then I spent 2 days in Pattaya. After 2 days, I was ready to get the fuck out of there. It's kind of sad. It's like all the brothers just go to Pattaya and they all kind of hang out in one particular area, literally. And once I saw that, I was just like, you know what, this is not my spot. I'm gonna go back to Bangkok, and Bangkok's really my city. And highly recommend it, man. I think you guys are missing out. I think a lot of these YouTubers out here are giving misinformation, not really telling you guys where to go and how to act. Granted, I know I'm a big dude, and I'm dark skinned, so I didn't really get harassed when I was out there. Even in Chiang Mai, I did get a lot of stares. You know, Mike Tyson, or dudes wanted to take pictures with me and shit. I wasn't used to that, but besides that, I had a great experience, man. Hooked up with a few people out there, a lot of foreigners more than anything.
Yeah.
And it's a great city, great food, great city, great culture, great people. Highly recommend it. Again, don't leave on focusing on trying to get a woman. Like, that's the least of your concern. Go out there and experience the culture, because they really teach you a lot of great things. And it's just like, even now, I still do the bow. Like, whenever I say thank you to somebody, I put my hand together and I do that. And it comes naturally now. Yeah. Wow. I do that every day.
Wow.
I do that every day, even here in the United States, and people will smile when I do that. And it just kind of gave me a lot of humanity, man. It's like sometimes we need to stop focusing on traveling for women and just really travel for you. Give yourself some time to check out from the real world and really find yourself. Put yourself in a situation to make yourself feel uncomfortable to be in. Because again, when I was in Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, I think I was probably one of the only black people out there. I remember going to a small town up in Chiang Rai, man. People were just staring at me. They've probably never seen a black person before. But at the same time, I didn't mind. I had a great time, and I learned a lot. Had a great experience, and I hooked up with this badass Aussie Thailand chick. Man, I actually had to fly her in to meet me in Bangkok. I was like, yo, I got to see you again. So I flew up from Chiang Rai to meet me down in Bangkok. We partied for like 3 days. We did the Ba Afro, the Sugar. You know what I mean? We were just hitting up all the clubs, hitting up all the restaurants and the malls. Had a great time, man. And it's just like, I think a lot of guys are missing out and really experiencing their travels because they focus so much on the red light district.
I believe
you make a valid point. Hey, so bro, I just want to apologize because the comments were so flooded, dude. If you would have WhatsApp me, I would have looked down and I would have posted the link quicker.
Oh, okay. It's all good, man.
Yeah. But continue, because you make a valid point. Like, so I think, and this is something that I say, like, of course, like, we're all red-blooded men. We like the company of a beautiful woman, right? But what I would say is that, like, if you keep lusting after women and not taking the chance to enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? Like, we're all hardworking men. You know, James, I don't think I know you personally. I don't think I know you, but everyone else, like I've had interactions with, and I know. But from what I get from you, James, you seem like a hardworking person. So,
I worked
if
hard as hell to get what I got.
sorry?
I worked hard as hell to get what I got. I'm living a very nice
Oh
life.
yeah, no doubt. So what I'm saying is that, like, you know, if we all work hard to get what we have, you know, so we're just gonna just quickly just give that to a woman and not have a chance to enjoy and see something that actually, you know, benefits us besides busting a nut. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like enjoy some nice views, enjoy some nice scenery, enjoy like some other shit. You know what I mean? You could get the nut later. That's all I'm trying to say, man.
No,
I believe
those are facts.
is the Sasua of Thailand, the Pakazaris of Thailand. Is like a lot of people go there, and don't get me wrong, there's other things besides the walking street. They got like the Ripley's house. They got that big thing on the beach that's made out of wood, which is freaking remarkable. I got to see that again. That is really cool. Not saying that, you know, that's it, but they have like other cool things in Pattaya. But even myself, I'm kind of mad at myself living out there for so long. I didn't really get to explore much more. But next time, now that TB done told me about this 6-month thing, I might have to go back for 6 straight up months, do a month in each city, you know what I mean? A month in Chiang Mai, you know, other places here and there, places I ain't been yet, and really like immerse myself. One thing I would tell you, I was at a festival the other day, and they were serving Thai food, and I was like, shit, I ain't had that in forever. So I walked up there. There was an old Thai lady that was selling the food. I still knew how to order what I liked in Thai, and she saw me doing it, saw me struggling, but she loved it. Like, she just lit up. And I still had like some old time money on me, and I tried to pay her in time, and she just laughed it off. She was like, "Nah, American, motherfucker. We need USD in these streets."
She was like, "Nah, bro."
She's like,
But it
no,
was cool.
Damn, I had that. I
Like,
think
nah, bro.
Yeah. She loved it. And you know, she took the money because she was like, I haven't seen my money in so long, you know, thank you. I gave it to her as like a tip. I gave her like $100 or whatever. And you know, she even put a little extra food on my plate for me. You know what I mean? So it's
that's
still
respect. That's respect. That's respect. But yeah, she said I needed that 20 piece, bro.
Yeah, basically she needed that 20.
pull out that green, pull out that American green.
Let me jump in real quick.
Real
quick. Just, you know, quick sidebar. Ogit 1917 asked, right? He says, don't they have Russian pros, right? Also, right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
funny.
Let's go back to that. Hold on.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah, but those women actually have been trafficked, right? Those women ain't just showing up to, you know, and be at the gentleman's club like they used to be at. There was a spot on Koh Samui called Sin. And they rebranded it now. Now it's like, you know, it's a Thai gentleman's club, right? But, you know, foreigners are still, you know, going there primarily. But if you see a Slavic woman, you see a Russian woman, 9 times out of 10, she was trafficked. She's not there, you know, on her own accord, right? So that's for sure.
As a sidebar, we call them normies. There are normal Russian women living and working here. And that trip last time I made to Patty at 18, I met a lovely Russian girl who I dated 4 or 5 months, who just happened to be there, you know, learning English while she was there, because they love it, because they love the heat. I got a brother here who's been here 8 years, personal trainer. I call him Ghetto Goggins. It looks just like David Goggins. He's got a lovely Russian girl that he met here. And so it's what you want to... Brothers got to get out of this head. If you're looking for a pro, I guarantee you can find a normie, and just be nice, go to the right spots, show your value, say hello, ask her for a date.
Right.
True.
There's something else. Go ahead. No, go ahead, man.
No, I was just going to say right now, actually, Thailand has so many Russian women, especially on the island of Phuket. They don't really, Russian people now call it Phuketsk. Right, because it has this Russian antonym at the end. They call it Phuketsk, even with Pattaya, right? They call it Pattayatsk, because there's so many Russians there. Now, if you see, like I said, a Russian woman at a broth roll, she was trafficked. But there are many, you know, Russian women actually, right, in Thailand currently because of the situation. There's tons.
Oh, it was even more back when I was there, when the war was just starting off. They escaped like crazy. They sent the prices
high.
real high for people trying to stay there. A place that was 10,000 baht a month went up to 40,000 baht a month. Now 10,000 baht's about 300 USD. So things was jumping, and they were paying it, and they were staying, but and they were doing dumb shit. Not all of them, but a lot of them was just literally hiding out, just staying into their cells, coming out once in a blue, just trying to survive.
No, Khalil, I am not talking about Russian women who used to be former streetwalkers. Why do you have to go to the lowest common denominator? That's a bot. That just shows that I don't even know responding. It's normal working people who come here the same reason why we do. We got to remember, the European expat community is huge, coming here longer than we Americans. And I'm not just saying Black Americans, but it's become longer than all Americans in general. That's why you have tons of Belgian restaurants, tons of Swiss restaurants, tons of French restaurants, Irish pub on every corner, because the Europeans saw the value in Thailand 20, 30, 40 years before us and have very strong expat communities.
Correct. I can only co-sign. Honest, that is so true. When you're in Thailand, and like I say, if you do want to date, a Slavic woman, you go to Phuket, you're going to see, actually, even like right now, there's even more. There's a lot of rich Russians left Russia because of the situation. They left, and then if you go on to like Fastwaz, right, which is a rental agency website, in Thailand as well, I think it's the largest. What they did was they came in and they actually rented up a bunch of the properties that were there, and then they sublet those to other people, but they jacked the prices up. So they turned that place into an asset, right? It's no longer a liability for them. And right, which was great business sense. Got to take my hat off to it. But it's real. You don't have to deal with the bottom feeder type women. You don't, if you choose to, do your thing. No one's saying it's wrong, but you don't have to, right? There's really no reason to, especially if you have the lifestyle, you have the the finances, you have the skills, the business that allows you to be in the country long term. So why would you, right? Honestly, why would you deal with that element?
And this is an old cliche, but this is so true. If you lay down with dogs, you're liable to get fleas, man. So it's just like, why put yourself in that position? That's just something I don't know. That's just something I wouldn't do, man.
Well,
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
No, I was just gonna say,
that was James.
Yeah, one thing I learned about Thailand too, and I really keep trying to tell brothers is like, we had a couple of videos of like, look how Thai women treat brothers, man. They be walking down Soy 6, walking down the districts and everything, and they get attention from the girls. I'm like, Thai women don't act like that. And they're like, yo, man, but look at. I said, no, Thai women don't act. Good Thai girls do not act like that. Good Thai girls are not going to walk up to you and ask you out. They do that to the mother boys in certain circumstances. But like I preached before, where I was staying at in Chonburi, in the gym, I saw one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. She was pure Thai. She was married to a regular ass dude, not one of us. And you could tell that she would never be caught dead anywhere near that whole area that's around Soy 6, anywhere near it. She don't operate like that. She was very calm. She was very sweet. She was very feminine. She was tall too. So a lot of people say, of course she was a little mixed. But not that much. Her face was very Thai. And the way she carried herself, you could tell that if you're going to approach her, the way you see brothers socializing with women in that whole area, 808 and all that, if you came at her like that, she's going to do this and be like, no speak English and get the hell away from her. And that's the norm. You know what I'm saying? And I dated a Thai girl like when the whole time I was there, man. And we had a beautiful time. I still communicate with her. She can't wait for me. I'm going back to Thailand for a couple months, and then I'm planning. I'm gonna come out to Brazil after that. I keep hearing to talk about it, so I'm gonna change my plans up a little bit. I'm gonna do Brazil, and I'm gonna do Colombia, and I'm gonna get back on my hot horse, and I'm gonna go to Japan. and do some big, go to Serbia and a couple places like that.
All right. Well, when you go into Colombia, hit me up, man, because people know me on here for being a Colombia guy, man.
Yeah, I plan to. You know, I heard every time the brothers speak about, I see brothers living, because I like to live real nice. Like my place here is dope. All right, I tell y'all, a lot of people say, well, you come out to
actually have it horizontal. Horizontal is better.
All right, this is like, y'all see, this is my whole, it's a whole apartment. It's a whole apartment, man. This is my balcony. It's around the corner balcony.
You're in Istanbul, right?
This is right here. I'm in Istanbul, Turkey. This is my spot. Keep going around the corner. I still got to do that. There's a lot of Thai going on in Turkey. Y'all know how when you go into some of the clubs in Thai and it's surrounded with nothing but little tables and everything, and you got to stay at your table. They do that out here too. And you got some nightclubs. The way they drive around in traffic, cars going up all up in the streets and everything, and you got to move out of the way. They up on the sidewalk, the mopeds and everything. It feels a lot. There's a lot of feeling of Thailand out here in Istanbul, Turkey. But where I'm at,
our property in Turkey is real cheap to buy, man. I was looking at that.
Yes, it is.
Hey,
James, you got to watch it.
A nice comment.
Yeah, in Istanbul. In Istanbul.
Oh, my fault.
Istanbul.
You talking to
So Austin Holloman's coming out there, and I'm supposed to.
He's out here.
He's here.
He's already there.
Yeah. I'm supposed to. Yeah, we're trying to coordinate with it, but I got to head back to the States. So
you out here too?
No, I'm in Bangkok. I was going to go out there to see to break our cherries in Istanbul, but I'm glad you're out there with him. I couldn't make that trip.
I'm not with him yet. He kind of dissed me last night, man. I was trying to meet up with him, and he's like, I kept saying, "Where you at, man?" I'm like, right around the corner. And this dude was he's burnt out, man. So we'll probably get up today.
Yeah, he's been on the road quite a bit.
Yeah, and I was telling him, I said, I haven't been here long, but I learned a lot because I know where to go to get the information I need, who to ask questions to. And I saw in his live that he was misunderstanding the way things are out here. And I was like, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that. And one thing too, people out here treat me good, man. I haven't been, there's some people, you can look at it and be like, yeah, I ain't messing with you. But that's everywhere on the planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's universal. That's
everywhere on the planet. And I'm good at reading people, man. That's like one of my talents is people. That's why I moved out of HR when I was working for the federal government, because I thought that was a people job. I thought I was going to be my creative approach of, working with people. But it turns out government contracting was even better, like way better than that. And I was like, I need to be able to use my talent. That's how you get excellent and expert at your job. You know what I'm saying? So, I look people up and down, and I know who you are, man. A lot of people say, well, come on, man, who do you think you are? You think you Jesus or something like that? I said, no, I just got good at reading people because I met a lot of people and had a lot of experience, good and bad. And out here, if you're cool, you cool. They cool, you cool. You show them respect, they show you respect.
Every Turk that I've met has been very nice and very pleasant, and it's been on my bucket list to visit Istanbul.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
We need a show that says the dark side of Istanbul.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get you a lot of information out there.
This is going to be a series, bro. This is a series right here. They just chime in.
So Tobias and I should set it off. We start the series. We gonna have to.
Yeah. That's clickbait, James. That's why I jumped on. James is nice. He hits me on WhatsApp with the reminders of his shows because of the time difference. And that's a dark side. It says, I'm not going to let anybody talk badly about my home. So Tobias, I just want to let you know that I didn't know your experience. I didn't know who you were. So I might have came with my hackles up because I thought you were somebody taking pot shots. But I take it all back. I accept where you're coming from and all this and that. We're on the same side. I only been married once. So
Me too.
I'm not going to again. I'm not.
I've never been married.
Still married to the Thai woman?
Nah. That ended a decade ago. I got married real young. I got married when I was 20. And yeah, that ended when I right before I
I
turned
was
32.
29. Yeah, I've been divorced 7 years. Never, ever,
I'll
again.
be honest with you. I wish I had a kid at that age. I have a son that's around that grown like 2021 now. I've seen a couple dudes who got
That's what I
that.
got.
I mean,
Oh, it's
that's
amazing.
that. I'm telling you, man, it looked dope. I'm like, man, it's just like I wish I had a son that's around that age. You know what I'm saying? I know LeBron. I mean, could you imagine what that feels like? Forget trophies and he don't care about that. Being on a court with your son like that.
When I moved here in August,
No,
my
you're
son
right.
graduated
No,
college
that's
in
it.
August.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
Last
that's something
year.
that could never could probably
I
never
can't
be
do it now.
duplicated ever again.
Nothing I can do.
When I first moved here last August, my 22-year-old son, he's an Army lieutenant, had 4 months to kill. I said, you can stay with your mother in Virginia, or you can come to dad to the greatest city in the world. So he lived here with me and tore it up. He loved it. And he's got so many stories. He made so many good friends and traveled around. And now he's back in El Paso in the Army. And he says, Dad, I'm coming back. I'm coming back to visit. This is great, fantastic. You always got a crib here. So that was a very, very touching. I broke in
my travels. I talked to some people that's like, look, man, they're like, you'd rather be traveling like that. I'm like, just so y'all know, if I move back to the States, because of my talents and my skills and my education, I could be making like around $65,000 more if I decide to sit in an office and just work. You know, the opportunities are open there. But at the same time, that's how much I want to travel. I could go back anytime I want, and I make a couple phone calls, and that's the status I'll have them in the States. But when you do the math and you ask people, if you go to like my last office I was in, if you ask everybody who's like making like 150 or something like that, it's like, look, would you break down to making $80,000 to $90,000 a year from what you're making right now if you get to travel the world for the rest of your life and still pull that in? I guarantee you 100% of them will say yes. The freedom and a feeling of being in another country should be the main reason why you travel. Think of all the things that we're away from. Every time I go on lives, one of the reasons why I went on a couple lives is to remind me of what I don't have to deal with no more. The chaos, the racism, the hatred, the violence, the fear of just like road rage. I mean, just like, you know, the ignorant level side of politics, the women who act like men. The list goes on and on. I can do this all day. And when I go to these countries, there's none of it. Or I'm ignorant to it being here. And that's good too, because ignorance is bliss. As long as it's not something that you need to watch out for, because it's going to get close to you.
Hey, Tobias, I just subscribed to you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And I really appreciate
James, I mean, Kings went ahead and peeped me to who you were, and I saw that. And where are you now, and when are you going to come back for a visit?
Currently in California, where I'll be here for a little bit. I got some things that I'm working on business-wise that I can actually only get done locally. I'm actually looking for a technical co-founder for my business. And I can probably have interviews online, but it's a lot more beneficial to meet people face to face.
Definitely hit me up when you come. Definitely hit me up when you get back. You can bring me some cigars.
I'm looking for the same thing.
Because it's
cigars
and
some seasoned salt
here.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah, so Tobias asked me to share this. So this is
this is
Tobias
good.
and his son. Let me know when you guys can see it.
We can see it.
Yeah, so this is.
Let me blow it up a little bit more. Or is that too much?
This is my son and I. Right now, this is my son and I earlier this year.
Man, you got that drippity drip
right
curl, man. Came from the factory like that.
Oh yeah, you know that's when you mixed, that's just what it is. But
I was about to say, it came from the factory.
I was gonna say, my son.
Not his factory.
My son is mixed, so yeah, he got that thing too.
Yeah, I got a few mixed
James was saying though, right?
Like that.
No, but as James was saying, right, being able to have a son, right, who's like who was 19, 20, 21. My son's 19, right? He's starting his second year of university next month, and us being able to go out and kick it like this is amazing, right? Not have a young child, right, 3-4-year-old, but with like I'm 44, he's 19, and be able to really take him around the world and show him things, right? I mean, he hadn't been here in quite a long time, so it is wonderful. I mean, it really, really is wonderful to be able to to provide this for a young man. Like, this is what we're doing over here. You know what it is, so. There's a standard.
You at the right age to mold that hell out of him. I mean, you can learn stuff in real time and bring it right to your son.
All right,
Correct.
Kings. You gotta post my photo now. I just sent in WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Damn, whenever I come on lives early in the morning, but I can't see nothing
right now. Tobias?
Yes, sir. Say again.
Is your son in the States or is he over here in Thailand?
No, he's in the States.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, no, he's in San Diego
What is
State.
your favorite state in the United States? Your favorite state or city? You can say city.
It definitely is not California because I am not a fan of Gavin Newsom.
That's a big ass state.
Hey, man, I'm from California, man.
So he's at
San
Diego.
Diego and San Francisco are states, man. Come on, man. You just keep it 100.
Hey, Tobias, you said he's at San Diego State?
Yeah. Yes.
My son played football at Davidson in North Carolina, and we would play University of San Diego every year. So it's even though it's East Coast, West Coast, USD was the one West Coast team in his conference on the East.
Understood.
So,
Yeah, no, it's actually San Diego actually has 3 universities in the city. Yeah, they do have 3 universities in the city. It's a beautiful place, right? I gotta say that San Diego. If I was going to live in California, like again long term, it would be San Diego. But politically, California just saying for me, right? How the governor moves. I'm no.
It's a shame about California, man. It's got so many good parts about that are good to us. Just so y'all know, there's a hidden gem. You know how they say places with the top women like brothers. San Francisco is one of them. Downtown San Francisco is the heart where it costs
I mean,
$4,000.
Goddamn thing in that place.
Say what?
No, hey,
let's go.
Oh, I know.
When was the last time you were in
part, man? It's expensive, but when I went out there, I couldn't believe it.
Tobias,
how long ago was this?
This was 3 years ago.
Oof.
And excuse me,
hold on. 3 years ago, it could 4 years ago. I was going to say it could have been 3.
Yeah, it was not 3. It was 4.5 years ago exactly. And I was there for 2 weeks. No, a week.
Hey,
okay.
Tobias,
Yeah, see, that's not enough time, man.
No, probably not.
Yeah,
but I didn't. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I recognize Incordia. It's one of the 3 malls. They're all right next to each other. You got Incordia,
I live right next to it,
and Emporium. Okay, yeah, you did say you're right in Prompho.
Yeah, so that was.
I was right down. Yeah,
they love Christmas out here in Asia, and their big Christmas display, and that was right before he flew home. So I said, I guess we got to take a photo together for the family. So.
Well, I gotta say, man, if you go out to Thailand, if you go to Pattaya, if you don't get somewhere out in Jamtien, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's where you need to stay. You need to stay in Jamtien.
Jay Burden, he's not a young nuke to be. He crossed in spring 23. He's a pro fight. So both me and my son is a legacy. I'm proud that he pledged Kappa Alpha Psi like his old man.
Awesome. Okay. So we got big Noop and little Noop. Okay. Oh, that's young Noop. Can't say little, young Noop.
Big little.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. And it's so crazy. Like before I got involved in this space, like most of the guys that I would meet, like that were in fraternity, were Qs and Sigma Betas. And then I came in here, every single person I know was a noob. I'm like, damn, all of y'all noobs just like it's crazy. It's all good though. All good, man. Hey, listen, it's about midnight, man. So I think I'm gonna get this thing wrapped up. But beautiful picture with you and your son, Dan. I love it. Also, you and your son Tobias. I would put one of with my son, but I think I'm good, man, because
he's taller than you too, ain't he?
He's young. He's still young, man.
Yeah.
He's still young.
Unlike y'all, my
Life
pull-out game
with
is
Rilla.
tight.
Oh, Life with Rilla says
Oh, Rilla's in the
my
house.
bonus. Yeah.
Thanks, Jay Burden. I see your comment. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
What did you do to piss off this Khalil guy there?
Oh
King?
no,
just
that's my that's my boy, man. He's from Brooklyn. He just be trolling. He just be trolling. That's all.
You mean New York City?
It ain't no Black Live without a couple trolls. We got plenty of them.
You know how it goes, man.
Of
You know
course
how
I
it
do.
goes. All right. So yeah,
too. I gotta
so do me a solid, guys. I'll start with James, then I'll go with Bacchus, then Dan, and I'll finish off with Tobias. Just give
I
me,
got Bible
just,
study tomorrow.
oh, you know what? I'll start with you first. Amen.
Bible study.
I will start with you first. So we'll go Bacchus, Dan, James, Tobias. All right. Go ahead, brother. Your final thoughts, man.
No, this was all good. I'm glad I got to share my story. Most definitely, this seems like it could be a series for real, for all these places of things that are not being told and being hidden and just being hidden from the general truth. Not everything needs to be, hyping you up to come to some place and you don't have all the knowledge. You don't have all the tools to understand how to move in insert city here. So I think this was great. I hope you do more. Once again, thanks for letting me tell my story. I sent you something in the chat, in the group chat, about that thing I was telling you about. You can watch that video. It's bonkers, man. But yeah, nonetheless, man. So like I said, I got Bible study in the morning. I'm trying to convert these streetwalkers into nuns, and we're gonna do what we can do.
All right, man. Sounds great, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time, man.
All right, peace.
Peace. Okay, Dan the man. What's going on, brother? Holla at me.
Again, thanks for sending the updates for your lives. Congratulations on your success. You've been putting out good content for such a long time, and you're consistent. And I appreciate that. The world's a big place out there, boys and girls in the chat. Take the opportunity. You don't have to pick up and go someplace fancy, but expand your horizons and visit different places in the world. That's all I got to say. And there's so much information out there that don't fall for the misinformation, and do your research before you go, and have a great time wherever it is that you go. And James, keep me updated. Best to you and your son, and we'll talk again real soon.
Absolutely.
For sure. Thank you so much, Dan, my man.
Absolutely, Dan.
All right.
One
James.
Yeah. Well, if we want to finish off the dark side of Thailand, there is we have a certain type that is accumulating out in Thailand, and they have a certain mindset. We have certain names for them, and they are the cancer of our communities. And they like to do things to keep things that way, because when the world is like that around them, around us, they're comfortable, and they feel like they don't have to compete. That's why when you come into the room and you speak and you sound intelligent and say you're talking white, or you think you one of them, or you think you're better than me, that element is in Thailand, and you best believe that they're comfortable doing things and making moves that will create that environment to make them even more comfortable in Thailand. That's why you see brothers fighting and slashing each other's tires. And they're so comfortable and so welcoming in that sector that they'd rather go after some other dude's girl in that same sector instead of going out, cleaning up, and trying to get a decent Thai girl, because they know how to get them. They just don't want to do that because it's too uncomfortable for them. It's a big world out there. You're absolutely right. You'd be surprised what country is good for you. Just because we have the same hue and we come from the same circles, it doesn't mean you're going to be comfortable in the same circles that I will be comfortable in. You might like France. He might like Japan. He might like Thailand. His brother may like Colombia. And what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about the girls. I'm talking about the culture and the norms that you can conform to. You got to find that out. There's a big dark shadow that's coming over us as brothers traveling the world. And that dark shadow is being more so influenced and created by us. People on the outside are just making sure it stays that way. The darker it gets, they just come in and make sure it stays that darker. It doesn't come back down and go back down to 9 when it used to be 8. As soon as it gets 11, they're going to make sure it's 11. And we're the ones who are doing it. We got to stop. We got to start checking brothers the right way. Because one day we're going to go to another country and it really will be, we don't like black.
Damn. Man. James, man, definitely hit me up on Instagram, man. Definitely find me on the back channels, man.
Absolutely, man. Peace out.
Sure. The man of the hour, Tobias. I know we had some connectivity issues, but man, you definitely dropped some gems. We worked through it. We built it as we flew it, and my man, get to it. I did not mean for that to rhyme, but it did.
Yeah, no, I also want to apologize for the technical difficulties, man. I gotta give AT&T a call tomorrow because I'm not sure what's happening.
That's all right.
There is a dark side of Thailand, and I think it's actually perpetuated by a few people, a few brothers, and on YouTube, which I don't think is cool. But there's also a very, very bright side of Thailand that when you go there, you will experience it, right? Because if you went to Thailand, if you didn't hit Pattaya, you will quickly find out that how bright it is or how amazing it is. Thailand is called if you went and type in like LOS on your search bar right now, right? Land of Smiles, Thailand is going to come up. There's a reason why people visit Thailand, and they come and they want to stay forever because it is a beautiful place, right? It's safe, it's inexpensive. You're treated well, usually, which is more than not, right? You're going to have an amazing experience there. So get there, check it out, see if it is for you. It may not be for you, but if you don't go, you won't know. And seconding what Dan articulated earlier, the world is a big and beautiful place. Go see it, right? Go see it. It's waiting on you. So the more places you see, right, and experiences you have, is just going to enrich your life that much more. And the experiences you create are priceless, right? I mean, like I said, I've been in 2 bike accidents in Thailand, got extorted for 7,000 baht because I took a piss outside one night on Khao San Road in Bangkok, and the boys rolled up on me in brown. That was interesting. Yeah. That was the most expensive piss I've ever taken. Yeah, it was about $200 but it's real. Wear your helmet, and Bacchus mentioned having an international driver's license. That might be on Phuket only. On Koh Samui, you don't need an international driver's license, right? They'll ask you, do you have a driver's license? Yes. So if you show it to them, they probably can't read it anyway. Go check it out, right? You should get, grab your passport, your key to the world, as I like to call it, and go see some places, go meet some great people, go have some good food, some good experiences, and you'll be happy that you did.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Man, thank you so much, for my guests, Tobias, everyone in the chat, everyone that came in here tonight, everyone that was interested. There were a couple people I haven't seen, in a minute. Life is life. I understand we're all busy, but I'm glad that we all were able to have this conversation. And I want everyone to understand this. This live stream was not necessarily to deter people from traveling to Thailand. It was more or less to just paint a real picture of things that do happen in Thailand, where people just think that you're just going to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. That's not true. We need to live in a world that has actual reality, and we need to make sure that we're talking about both sides of things. What's important is travel, learning, and gaining all of these new experiences. It's very, very important. But there's also potential watchouts. There's potential watchouts in anything that you do, right? If you're driving to work, it could be possible accident, driving to the store, walking down the street. You just never know. But what I'm trying to say is that there's always potential watchouts, and the most important thing is that you get the full spectrum, not half of the spectrum. You want to get the full everything. So I appreciate everyone that did tune in tonight. Again, shout out to my guests. Like and subscribe to his channel. Like and subscribe to my channel. It's your boy Kings and Dreams. Stay purposely purposeful, and I'm out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.